Canada takes to the sky, clouds rolling by like cotton candy high. He lights up, his pipes stretching tight, floating free, gotta ease his mind. Wings spread wide through the blue, flying high, nothing else to do. In the cockpit, it's just him and the breeze, Captain Canada feeling at ease. Stretching time in the open air, flying high without a care. Captain Canada soaring free, smoking sky, all he needs. Turbulence can't shake his vibe, every puff makes him feel alive. He's the captain you can't confide, loving life and stretching time. Sunset glow as he climbs higher, heart beats to his own choir. With a grin, he takes another puff, for Captain seen no skies too tough. Stretching time in the open air, flying high without a care. Captain Canada soaring free, smoking sky, all he needs. Stretching time in the open air, flying high without a care. Captain Canada soaring free, smoking sky, all he needs. Stretching time in the open air, flying high without a care. Captain Canada soaring free, smoking sky, all he needs.
Hello everybody, welcome back to another Microsoft Flight Simulator live stream. Hope you guys are all doing well. Happy Thursday. Kind of back to our regular schedules. Fred, good to see you. Nismo, welcome. Reverend Alvin O'Neill, good to see you. Andreas, good to see you. Mr. Strange, welcome. Quick Match, good to see you. Kango, welcome. Jeff, good to see you. Mitchell, welcome. Daggy, good to see you. The Matt Aviation, welcome. Aviation Fanatic, welcome. Captain Delta Dog, good to see you, man. It's a Zeal, welcome. King, good to see you. IYR, welcome. Jody Doc, good to see you. Greg Feaster, welcome back. Greg Elwell, good to see you. Sushi, welcome. Shadow Gallery, good to see you. Cassette Main, welcome. Harry Quinlan, good to see you. Blue Cran, welcome back. Star 777, good to see you. Cap Wills in the house, welcome back. Samoa Pilot, welcome. Leonard Grant, good to see you. Starcept, welcome. Mickety Mike, what's up, my friend? Good to see you, dude. Tim K, welcome. Tenured Amoba, good to see you. Visheth, welcome back. Abheek, good to see you. Gordon, welcome. Carter, good to see you. Oliver, welcome. J. Luke, good to see you. Canadian Flight Simmer, welcome. Attacks, good to see you. Swedish Fish, welcome. Gary P, good to see you. Craig, good to see you. BT Handles, welcome back. Chris Scott, good to see you as well, my friend. Welcome back, everybody. Thanks so much for coming to hang out. Appreciate y'all being here, man. We are getting ready for some Singapore Airlines A350 ops. Ooh, baby. Today's going to be a fun one, friends. Short little sweet flights, but it should be a lot of fun. I'm looking forward to it. We're going from Singapore up to Kuala Lumpur and back to Singapore. We've had quite a plethora of long streams lately, so this one's going to seem a little bit odd as it's going to be a little bit shorter. But have no fear, we are back with a 10.5-hour flight on Saturday for you guys. Saturday, if you're looking for something to do, we're going to be going London Heathrow to San Diego. Yes, you heard that correctly. London Heathrow to San Diego in the British Airways A350 1000. That is the plan for the weekend. And then, of course, Sunday and Monday will be live again as well. So it's going to be lots of content coming up here. Short little stream today. Going to take tomorrow to recoup. And we'll be back for Saturday's long haul. Looking forward to it. It's going to be a lot of fun. So we've got drama with iniBuilds in Phoenix. Somebody sent me the link to that. I don't understand it, man. Like, listen, I love Phoenix. I love iniBuilds. I don't understand why you need to open your mouth about, well, we were going to develop a better A350. Just shut the fuck up, man. Shut up. Nobody cares. Go develop something instead of just sitting there pouting in the corner. Well, we could have done it better. Okay, well, make it then. That's what I don't understand, man. It's so stupid. Why is Flight Sim always filled with just the most dumb, ridiculous drama? never ceases to amaze me. It's absolutely insane, dude. It's absolutely insane. Phoenix takes 2.5 years to put out an engine variant, but they're upset that iniBuilds made a 350 before them. Well, go figure. I love your airplanes, Phoenix, but you guys take literally the longest development time I've ever seen. It's absolutely bananas. Phoenix Ini collab would go crazy. Well, that's never going to happen. It's two independent developers. It'll never happen. So, Cap is real. Cat Terrib worth it? I think so. Yeah, absolutely. This is Microsoft 2020. My PC right now cannot handle 2024 with the VRAM issues. So, I'm in 2020 for now until we either get a new build or Microsoft 2020 kind of smartens up. But agreed, Cap. You should just put out a 350 instead of just talking crap. That's what I just don't understand. Like, it's so silly to me that everybody wants to have a pissing match. Now that the aircraft is out, it's like, oh, well, we could have done it better, and we were going to do it, but we decided not to do it. And like, it's just so ridiculous, man. It's so ridiculous. Phoenix would have taken multiple years. Oh, yeah. It would have been probably another 3-4 years if they were even going to attempt to do something. And I think that's... Again, I just don't understand why you would even bring it up at this point. Like, it's such a moot point. Like, is the aircraft perfect? No. Is it still a great rendition of the aircraft? Absolutely. So for him to start throwing shade about how this isn't done properly and that's not done properly and it's all very simple aircraft to put together and yada yada yada, it's just... I don't understand it. It's a terrible look, in my opinion, on Phoenix. Like I said, man, I love the Phoenix lineup of aircraft. I love the 319, the 320, the 321. But I think you need to know, like, as a CEO of a company, you have to know when to be able to bite your lip. And to start calling out another developer and throwing them under the bus about how you could have made a better airplane is just so ridiculous, in my opinion. Yes, we know Phoenix. You guys make great aircraft. You probably have one of the slowest development groups I've ever seen, though, to be honest with you. And it's a shame that they felt that they had to open up their mouth and throw some shade over at iniBuilds. I think it's absolutely ridiculous. I don't know where Phoenix goes from here. It's kind of just crazy. I don't even know why you would. It just doesn't make sense to me. It doesn't make sense to me. I'm not a CEO of a development group, but it just doesn't make sense from like a development perspective to throw shade at another developer and say you could have done it better, or you could have done this, or you could have done that better, or you could have modeled the engines better, and all this fun stuff. It's just it's ridiculously silly, in my opinion, and it's very petty, very, very petty. If you think that you can do something better, bring it to the market, man. Like I always say, it's kind of crazy. It's absolutely insane to me. And like I said, I don't have a bias. I like both developers. I like iniBuilds, and I like iniBuilds, and I like Phoenix. But I feel like this is just starting some elitist drama. Well, we could have done it better, and we could have modeled the engines better, and we had all of this set up, and I don't know. It's absolutely ridiculous. Absolutely ridiculous. Taking cues from video game medias. Yikes. It's wild. It's absolutely wild. It's crazy, man. Anyways, welcome aboard, friends. Appreciate y'all being here. We've got the beautiful Singapore A350 900 in front of us. Short little flight today up to Kuala Lumpur and back. Should be a lot of fun. I've lost a bit of respect for Phoenix after this. See, for me, I don't even think it really has anything to do with respect. Like I said, it just doesn't look good on the brand. Like it's not like I'm not going to go purchase a Phoenix product now. I just don't understand why you would open your mouth. That's my main. I just don't understand why you would even say something. Why address it, man? Let the kiddies talk in the Discord. Let them fight and bicker over things. Fine. But to come out and like be the CEO of a company and just blatantly go after another developer because you could have done it better. Hey man, there's a famous saying, put your money where your mouth is. If you think you can do it better and you think that you can model things better, then make one. Right? Like that's what I don't understand. Who cares if iniBuilds would have beat you to the market? Do it better. It's just crazy to me. It's absolutely crazy. I don't understand it. it just feeds the speculation and it feeds the trolls of the, well, I'm Team Phoenix, I'm Team iniBuilds. Shut the fuck up. Who cares, man? Go buy the airplane and fly it and have fun. The fuck? Like, are we all trying to get ATPL rated off of a $70 add-on that we buy in our flight simulator? Like, come on. Let's put things into perspective a little bit, right, chat? Right. All right, let's have some fun today, friends. Let's jump inside the cockpit. Let's get this bad boy programmed, ready to rock and roll. First Officer Henry has done a great job. The aircraft isn't sitting cold and dark. We are on ground power. And we're going to start firing up some systems and getting some things ready to rock and roll. Upstairs, first thing is first, let's get our deers left, center, and right side to the nav position. Beautiful. Scroll all the way down here. We'll get our crew supply on. We'll get our cap and purrs on. Fuel pumps can stay off. Electric panel looks good. We've got our nav lights on. Logo light on auto. We'll get the EP master start switch on. No smokings to the auto position. No mobile auto. And we will arm our emergency exits. Beautiful. Let's come down here to the electronic flight bag. We're going to do our flight ops. We're going to import from SimBrief. Beautiful. We are Singapore 126. Service again from Singapore up to Kuala Lumpur today. We're going to go to our load sheet. We're going to SimBrief import. Beautiful. 172.3 on the zero fuel weight. So we'll go ahead and set that bad boy right now. Beautiful. Got 311 passengers aboard the aircraft. We're going to set the fuel on the aircraft. We've got 10,000 kgs of fuel and everything looks good there. Beautiful. Let's come down here to the FMC, the McDo, whatever you'd like to call it. We are going to go directly to the initref tab and we're going to start plugging in some numbers. Let's go and request our flight plan from company. Good. Enough space for two 350s though. I mean, like I said, if you are claiming that yours would have been so much better on every level, I don't know, man. It's crazy, you know. People are saying iniBuilds partners are glazing too much. Listen, man. If there's anything that I've learned over the years of doing this is just you cannot please everybody in the flight sim community. It's absolutely impossible. Some people are okay with Latin VFR level of aircraft. Some people want to the T one-to-one systems of a training A350 or whatever you want. It is absolutely impossible to please everybody, and I'm sure developers are very well aware of that, but I think that it's just I think it's just so petty and so silly to start throwing shade in developers and basically saying we could have done it better and we could have modeled this better and we could have done that better. I don't know. It's just a little bit crazy to me, to be honest with you. Hello guys, thinking about buying the 350, but I first would like to hear your opinion on performance. How do you compare it to PMDG? I would say it's pretty close to PMDG. I would say it's like Phoenix level, PMDG level as far as performance goes. I would say it's probably on the same level as those guys. The optimization of this aircraft is pretty well done. Considering the amount of systems and everything that's going on with the aircraft, I would say that it's okay. If you're looking to buy this aircraft and you want to have a, I would say maybe wait for a couple updates if you already haven't bought it. Especially if you're on the 2020 version. There's some issues with the 2020 version that I know they're actively working on. There is quite a few WASM crashes, which is a little bit disappointing to hear. Again, I feel like a majority of the testing of this aircraft happened in 2024, and I think kind of 2020 was maybe a little bit of an afterthought. I'm not saying that, again, to throw shade or to say anything to iniBuilds. I just feel that the real development of this aircraft really went into 2024, and the 2020 version subsequently has maybe a few little bugs more than the 2024 version. So I guess it depends what simulator you're using, but if you're using this on 2020, I know that they're supposed to have a big update that is planned before the end of the weekend. Somebody was actually sent me over before Saturday, I guess the update is supposed to be out, which should address the WASM crashes and some things that are going on. But yeah, that's my take on it. I'm not, you know, it's a fantastic aircraft for what it is. There's just a couple, pretty big bugs right now with the 2020 version that's giving a few people some issues. Sometimes it doesn't happen, sometimes it does happen. I mean, we flew it on a 7-hour flight yesterday and we had no problems. So yeah. IYR 9 months says, not sure why I got another milestone, but hey, IYR, huge no floaties to you, man. Thank you for the support. I appreciate you, man. Thank you, buddy. Incredibly kind. Good. Kind of a pointless statement. Yes, I agree. After numerous WASM crashes and being unable to get Navigraph to work yesterday, I gave up on the 350 for now. Really frustrating. So the Navigraph issues that you were getting yesterday, Joneside, those are directly from Navigraph, and all of that should be fixed now. Navigraph updated their servers. I guess it was far more of a server load than they were expecting when the 350 released. This aircraft basically ties in with Navigraph. If you have a Navigraph account, I mean, it ties in with Navigraph almost completely. So it is very dependent on Navigraph systems and maps and all that fun stuff. So maybe try it again. One thing that I said, and I've mentioned, is that if you're planning to do a flight, do your best to either not set up your arrival before you get to your airport. If you're flying on VATSIM, wait until you can confirm on an ATIS or until ATC gives you information. The biggest thing right now with this aircraft is the WASM crashes. So if you plug in an arrival or you plug in a departure and you need to change your runways, that's where the aircraft runs into a problem. So again, either maybe try flying it offline, where you can just select a runway and you can just stick with it, or again, like I mentioned, don't plan an arrival. If you're doing a flight, don't set up your arrival until you're airborne and you're en route to your destination airport, and you can then select your star and your runway, and you know that that's what ATC is going to give you, either using VATSIM, IVAO, Pilot Edge, whatever it may be. That is my biggest suggestion with this aircraft. Cap, one thing I love about you is that you are very honest. What is your overall honest opinion about this bird? I mean, the aircraft is fantastic. The system depth, the flight model, the way that it feels, it is a fantastic aircraft. Unfortunately, right now, the 2020 version has a few bugs, and I know that they're trying to iron that out, but obviously there's some major show-stopping bugs, especially with that WASM crash. When you're trying to set up a flight, you're all excited to get everything going, and then boom, you get a WASM crash. Those are some pretty big issues, and I know that they're working on it. So as far as my opinion goes, I think this is a wonderful aircraft. I think the price point is very fair considering what you're getting. One price gets you the aircraft in 2020, 2024. You get two variants. You get the A350-900, you get the A350-1000, and you get the ultra long range, which is coming in a free update sometime down the road, sooner than later. So you get three variants of the aircraft working in two different simulators for one price. I feel that it's a very fair aircraft, and if you're a fan of modern Airbuses, I feel it's a must-have. That's my opinion. Now, that being said, there are some issues with the aircraft right now, as I just went over. The major one, and really the only show-stopping one that I've seen, is the WASM crashes. So if you are buying this aircraft, just be prepared that you may be subject to some WASM crashes, and some weird things might happen. Have you flown the 1000 yet? Nope, we're doing that on Saturday for the first time, Ryan. Saturday, we're going to be flying the 1000 variant. It should be a lot of fun. Cap, did we have a WASM crash? We didn't yesterday. Nope, we flew the flight from Detroit to Amsterdam. Had zero issues, no problems. The day before, actually, since they updated it, I haven't had any WASM crashes. We've done, I think, 3 successful flights now without any WASM crashes. And like I mentioned, the big thing is not changing your runways, not changing your arrivals, whatever it is. So once you set up the FMC, you kind of just leave it like that. You know what I mean? Are you using FrameGen mod? I am using FrameGen mod, yes. I had it freezes on loading a flight a few times. That sucks. GMC, huge no floaties to you, man. Thank you very, very much for support. I appreciate you. Hey, Josh, getting a gifted membership. GMC, thank you very, very much for support, my friend. Appreciate you as always. 5 gifted members. Thank you very much, man. I really do appreciate you. All right, we received our flight plan. Let's go ahead and insert said flight plan. Good. Singapore 126. We're going from Singapore up to Kuala Lumpur today. We're only cruising at flight level 240. So, pretty crazy. Cap, due to beautiful flight from Paris to Martinique in the 359 Air Caribes. We need to fly that. That's pretty damn cool. Haven't experienced that crash you're saying with setting up the FMC. Great. Great. I mean, that's good news. That means that you haven't had any WASM issues, and that's a great news right there in itself. So, I know some people that have had a fantastic experience. They've had no issues. I know some people that can't even get the aircraft airborne. So it seems to kind of be that weird little bug hunting balance. You know what I mean? I will say, even though I've had that issues, it did perform better than the Phoenix by just a bit. Impressive for all the complexity. That's truly what's impressed me about this aircraft, is just how complex everything is. It's pretty crazy, man. There's a lot going on under the hood with this aircraft. The system depth is pretty incredible. It's pretty awesome. I've only had one WASM crash today on initial load. Been flawless since then. There you go. There you go. All right, beautiful. Everything is plugged in there for our flight plan. We've got that. Company flight plan is in and looking good. We're going to go to our, oops, wrong button. Sorry, didn't mean to hit that one. We're going to go to our fuel and load page, and we're going to start plugging in some numbers here, friends. So we've got a zero fuel weight today of 172.3. So we'll plug that in, 172.3, and we'll enter that in. Good. Zero fuel weight CG today is going to be 30.1. So we'll plug that in as well, 30.1, and we'll enter that. Good. Block fuel for today's flight, I believe it was 10,000. Yeah, we'll call that 10,000. So we'll call it 10 point, oops, my bad, I forgot to hit the button. 10.0 on the fuel. Good. Everything looks good there. Number of passengers, what did we have? 311 passengers on today's aircraft. 311, and we'll enter that in. Beautiful. Everything looks good there. Happy with that. Our fuel and load page is done. Let's go to our flight plan page. Let's go ahead and have a look-see here. We'll see what the weather's doing in Singapore. Winds are 360 at 7. If we're looking at the airport here today, I believe that we're going to use runway 2 center for our departure. That makes the most sense without doing any crazy taxiing. So 2 center it's going to be for departure. So go and plug that in. We'll go to Singapore. We will go to departures. Up here looking at our sim brief, we're going to be on the MASB 3 Alpha departure out of runway 2 center. So we'll select 2 center. Good. The MASB, what did I say it was? The MASB 3 Alpha. So we'll come down here. We'll get a little bit of scroll going on. Oh, it's right there. MASB 3 Alpha. My apologies. Good. And then that's it. There's no transition, so we can just go ahead and insert the flight plan. Good. We'll insert that. Beautiful. Scrolling all the way down here to Kuala Lumpur. Let's go ahead and pull this back up. Let's see what the weather's doing here in Kuala Lumpur. We've got winds 060 at 9 knots. If we're looking at the airport, 060 at 9. Which runway should we use, chat? Probably runway 32. I'm assuming it's going to be, I don't even know actually, 32, that's going to be a 10 degree, 100 degrees, what do we got over here, 060, okay, no, we should be using the 14s actually, if you really look at it, so 14 left. What arrival should we plan? I think that that's not the arrival that we want. Bear with me for a second. We're going to edit flight and we're going to just change and see which arrival they give us. So we're going to go 14 left for the arrival. Yes, and then that gives us the Gupt 1 Gulf. So let me change this here. Oops, sorry, wrong button. Gupt 1 Gulf. Let's see what that does. 1 Gulf. And we'll done that. So there is the arrival, and what is that? That's going to take us out to Iguri. So if we go to flights and we select approach, we're going to go with the ILS 14 left, and there's the arrival. So we want to take it via Iguri. So we'll go ahead and add that to our flight plan, and then you can see there's the transition, and there we go in for the arrival. All right, so let's come down here. We're going to go arrival. We want the Gupt 1 Gulf for 14 left. So 14 left, we're going to be in the ILS 14 left. We want it via the Gupt 1 Gulf arrival. Where are you? Gupt 1 Gulf. It's right there. Beautiful. Our approach via, we want it via Iguri, and that is it. We'll go ahead and insert that, and we'll insert that. Beautiful. All right, there's our flight plan, friends, plugged in and ready to go. Beautiful. Let's go to our initref tab. Sorry, I lied. Let's go to our performance tab, and we'll go and throw in some numbers. So we'll jump over here to the electronic flight bag while all this is going on. Let's spool up the EPU. Jump back down over here. We'll go ahead and go to our takeoff performance charts. We'll plug in some information. Sublime Transit with the $2 donation. Thanks so much. So just got this beast, petting that dog to celebrate. Sublime, huge no floaties to you, man. Thank you very, very much for the support. I truly do appreciate you, man. That is unbelievably kind. We do have Tower online. I'm just seeing that now, and I'm seeing chat is spamming at me as well. So let's get Tower online. I beg that they're not going to change. If they change, we're just going to have to log off chat. So that's really the story here. 600, we'll go ahead and plug that in. Good. We'll turn you on, and we'll turn you on here as well. And we'll go ahead and grab our departure clearance. We've got ATIS information Oscar. QNH is 1012, so a Magic Barrow reference key
Singapore
that bad
Tower,
boy.
Singapore 114 with information Oscar, looking for IFR to Kuala Lumpur, please.
All right, we have Oscar.
Singapore 114, Singapore Tower, good morning. Information Oscar is correct. Your clear Kuala Lumpur, Multiple 3 Alpha departure, expect correction. Squawk 0177.
Changi is the most beautiful airport in the world. It is a gorgeous airport. I will agree with you there. The whole region over here is absolutely beautiful, man. Absolutely beautiful. Hoping Air Canada will purchase the 350? No, I don't think so. How'd you load the 350 with GSX? It's a bit funky for me. It refuses to load properly and then shows 100 passengers loaded, even though I loaded 297. Yeah, there's definitely a bug with GSX in the 2020 version of this aircraft right now. I have brought it up to iniBuilds, but yeah, there's 100% a bug going on. Tower, hello. Singapore 126 ATIS Oscar over IFR clearance, sorry, to Kuala Lumpur.
Singapore 126, Singapore Tower, good morning. Information Oscar is correct. You're clear Kuala Lumpur, Multiple 3 Alpha departure, expect correction, squawk 0123.
Alrighty, Singapore 126 cleared to Kuala Lumpur, Masbu 3 Alpha departure, squawking 0123.
Singapore 126, read correct.
All right, beautiful. Readback is correct. All right, so let's go ahead and sync FMS, which is going to select our runway 02 center. Beautiful, looking good. We're going to sync up the weather and winds. 360 at 7, 27 degrees in the middle of the night. Wow. 10-12 on the QNH. Surface conditions are dry. Anti-ice is off. Tow weight is 182.4. That looks good. We're doing a flaps 1 departure. Air conditioning on, and we're going to select a flex departure. We'll go ahead and compute that now, and we'll get some information. 44, 48, 52. Flex to 67, THS at 36%. We're going to send all of that data down to the FMC. Beautiful. We're going to confirm our V speeds. Wonderful. Looking great here, friends. If we go to the climb, on a cost index of 43, that looks good. I don't know. This is one thing that I'm not quite sure I understand. So why is my, on a cost index of 43, my climb is 294 knots and or Mach 8.4, but my cruise goes to Mach 6.1, 254. That's one thing 254 knots. That's one thing I don't understand is, I don't understand how my climb performance is Mach 8.4 or 294 knots, but then when we get to cruise altitude, the speed immediately drops down to 254 knots at Mach 6.1. That's one thing that I'm a little bit confused with in the aircraft. Now, I could pre-select something here, but I just don't know what the Mach numbers would add up to. So maybe we'll just wait till we get up to cruise, and then we'll start running around with that a little bit. All right, takeoff performance is in. We're all set. Everything looks good there. Let's go to our serve page. We're going to turn on auto, and we need to get our squawk code 0123 0123. Good, and we'll enter that in there. Beautiful. That looks good. We'll go on to TA only. Everything else is set to the auto position. Beautiful. Looking good, friends. We are all set up, ready to rock and roll. APU should be on and available, which it is. External power comes off. Fuel pumps go on. Red beacon light goes on. Passenger signs go on as well. Beautiful. We're looking good here, friends. That is all set up. Let's go and get our departure information plugged in. So the MASB 3 Alpha departure has a top altitude of... I think it's 11,000? Where is it? Initial climb 3,000. Oh, well, okay. Initial climb is 3,000 then. We'll plug that up and looking good. We'll get our constraints on. We'll get our ID on. And then I'm going to flip this over to the ARC. And that looks good. Now, testing our load sheets. Let's go to our en route charts. All of this should be working now. Navigraph says that they have fixed, and it seems to be working great. So that looks good. It seems to be loading much quicker now than it was yesterday. So we'll get our charts all in here. We'll get our airport chart up here so we can see our taxi instructions. Beautiful. Yes, it definitely seems to be working much better than it was yesterday. That's for damn sure. All right, beautiful. That's all in there. That looks good. Let's go to GSX. We're going to prepare for pushback and departure. Good. It should remove all of the ground power and all that fun stuff out there. All the chocks are removed as well. Beautiful. We're looking good, friends. Could you look at terminal charts? So good, man. The terminal charts for Microsoft 2020 are a little bit broken right now. iniBuilds is aware of it, and we're hoping that there is going to be a fix coming. So you're downloading Delta Force. Cool. Enjoy it, man. It's a lot of fun. It is a lot of fun. A little bit of discrepancy in the cost index, I agree. Well, I just don't understand why it wouldn't give me Mach 8.4 and or the same speed that it would on cruise. That's my... It could be a system in the Airbus that I'm not familiar with, but it just, yeah, something weird with that one. All right, we're going to flip this guy over to our flight plan page. Beautiful. We'll leave that there. We'll use our taxi charts, and then once we're done, we'll flip everything over to that. Can you talk to other people in Delta Force? Yes. Live stream tonight? No, man. I'm giving myself a little bit of a break here, dude. We've been, if you think about it, I've been live Saturday, Sunday, Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday. I've been live for 6 days in a row. I'm giving myself one day off, which is tomorrow, and then I'm back for Saturday, Sunday, Monday. So, yeah, we've streamed 6 days in a row. Just going to give myself a little bit of a break. My voice, definitely, I'm waking up every morning and I can feel it 100% in my voice. It's been pretty much non-stop for 6 days. It's been pretty wild. Also haven't seen my fiance since Sunday, so probably need to go see her. Tail left facing northeast on Romeo 1, which is what we want. Yes. Let me just confirm that there's nobody over there. We're looking good. Sweet. Park brake is off. Good. Engine mode selector to the start position. We'll go ahead and start our chrono here on the first officer side. Beautiful. Let's go ahead and spool up engine number 1 here, friends. Enjoy. For FrameGen mod, the NVIDIA mod is the only thing that needs to be uninstalled. Nothing else related to NVIDIA. Yeah, just put ! frames, Bedrock. You used to install that. Follow the instructions. If you put ! frames 2024, all one word, you'll get a nice little tutorial on how to set it up. Tower is online, correct? I don't think you need to call for push and start. You might, but let's see if we get yelled at. Is there a link to purchase the 350? Yep, ! aircraft in chat. You're getting yelled at by Tower for pushing without calling? Uh-oh. My bad. Sorry, yes, I forgot you have to call for push and start.
Continue pushback facing north. Keep clear of Takeoff.
Alright, push back. I think we're on to Tango 1 facing north for Singapore 126. Thanks.
Singapore 126, push right face north on Romeo 1, post, keep clear of Tango.
We've already started the push. It looks like we're on Tango 1.
Singapore 126, roger.
He sounds so upset at us, chat. How do you get the cabin announcements? They're automatic. Should be doing it.
Romeo,
Alright, park brake is set.
Runway 02 center.
How do you get the cabin announcements to work in 2020? They should just work automatically. It's just defaulted. You probably have to turn it on in the EFB. Alright, park brake is set. We'll spool up engine number 2.
Runway 02 left. Sorry for that.
No problem.
Singapore 122, push back approve face north.
Push through face north, Singapore 122.
Davis, only a little bit late this morning. Good to see you. This afternoon. ECAP updated 350 as the RR logos. Nice. Listening is hard. Yes. Was the file path for reverse thrust true to false?
Tower, Singapore 114, ready for taxi.
Singapore 114. Taxi Papa 7, Papa 5, full shot Tango.
It's going to
Papa
be
7, Papa 5, holding short of Tango, Singapore 114.
Users, your name, app data, roaming, Microsoft Flight Simulator. I'm trying to get it up for you right now. Go ahead for 126.
Singapore 126, are you able to make the right turn onto Tango?
Yes, no problem. Right turn on the Tango is fine.
Singapore 126, roger, advice and ready for taxi.
Thank you. Sim objects, airplanes. Wait, no, where is it? It's packages. Packages.
Singapore 26,
iniBuilds 350 work. So it looks like this. So app data, roaming, Microsoft Flight Simulator, packages, iniBuilds A350 work. Open up the throttle data. Change the top value from false to true. And that will fix your reverse on same axis.
Good morning, information Oscar is correct. You are Kuala Lumpur.
All right, we got 2 good engines. Upstairs, APU can come off, APU bleed can go off. Beautiful. Trim value 30.2 is set. Good. Ground spoilers are armed. Engine mode selector back to the normal position. Auto brake over to RTO. And we're going to go ahead and set our flaps. Let you listen to this beautiful sound.
Singapore 140, surface 330 knots. Runway 02 left, set for takeoff.
Runway 02 left, set for takeoff, Singapore 140, head.
Alrighty, looking good, friends. Beautiful. And that should complete our before takeoff checklist. We'll do our takeoff config check. Click it. Good. That is all set. Beautiful. All right, we're ready to taxi. And Tower Singapore 126, ready to taxi runway 02 center.
Singapore 126, taxi Tango, holding point Tango 12, runway 02 center.
All right, taxi via Tango, holding point Tango 1202 center, Singapore 126. All righty, let's do it, friends. Park brake goes off, and we're going to make that right turn here onto Tango. Beautiful. Add a little bit of thrust on the left engine. Morning Cap, any thoughts on why the plane auto rotates on takeoff? Auto rotates? I haven't had that problem. Not quite sure.
Singapore 26, taxi Tango, holding point Tango 12.
You Cap, tried to fly a plane today. When I clicked on my second monitor, it went back to my monitor with Microsoft Flight Simulator. The screen froze, not the plane. That's a weird one. Haven't seen that one yet. Alrighty, there we go. We're on Tango. We're going all the way down, friends. Beautiful. How does she feel on the ground? Really good. Really good. Feels nice and heavy.
Singapore 114, taxi.
You have Navigraph working? Yeah, Navigraph fixed their servers very early this morning. Navigraph was offline for about an hour this morning after some of the issues that they were having. So, 350 looks so good in the Singapore livery. Lucky to see it. 2 days in Manchester. Very cool. Yeah, it is such a beauty, man. It's such a clean livery, but it looks so good.
We'll see you next time.
So good.
Yeah.
Right, we're going over to Unicom after departure, so we'll get that plugged in. Ready to switch ourselves over. Good. Wait. We've got our terrain radar on. Good. Maybe we should have our weather radar on, actually, departing here. Seems to be a little bit cloudy. Maybe a few little bumps on the climb out, chat. What, you have charts on the EFB? Yeah? If you have a Navigraph subscription, you can get the charts on the EFB, no problem. Alright, so we're going all the way down. We'll just confirm this on this guy. We're going all the way down to Tango 1-2 is where he would like us. So all the way down Tango. All the way down. Hello, Cap. I'm waiting for the paint kit. I've tried doing a lot of patterns in the 350, but I have a tendency to go a little bit too much to the left on the runway. Any advice to keep it on the center? Just practice, man. Practice, practice. One thing that I've learned about this aircraft... One thing I've learned about this aircraft is less is more. So the less left and right you're using on your joystick, the easier the aircraft feels to fly. So just minimal inputs. Minimal inputs is going to be your best friend, to be honest with you. Minimal inputs. What is the flight time? 47 minutes is the flight time. 47 minutes. We're on Tango. Good. We're going all the way down Tango. Tango 1-2. It is very responsive. Yes. Bought a PC over a year ago now for Microsoft, with VATSIM being a big factor, and I still haven't done a VATSIM flight, but I've used observer mode. How do you think I should take the plunge? Use the Phoenix? Use whatever aircraft you're most comfortable with, Isaac. And for your first couple VATSIM flights, fly to airports that you're comfortable with as well. That's what I would be doing. Thank God Tower didn't give you the number after that pushback. I'm North American, sorry, not familiar with the airport. God, this airport is so beautiful though, chat. Ooh, Cathay 350 right there too. We're gonna have to break out some Cathay Pacific ops this weekend. I want to do some Qatari ops, I want to do some Emirates ops, and I want to do some Cathay ops coming up. Those are going to be the next few. Obviously, we've got British Airways on Saturday. We're doing the long haul, London Heathrow to San Diego. That's going to be a great flight as well. I'm looking forward to that one. But I'd like to get in some Qatari, some Emirates, and some Cathay ops as well. Do Air Caribbe's ops for the next long haul? That could be an option as well. Yeah. You made your first VATSIM flight this morning. Nice. Congratulations, man. Hopefully it went well. Hopefully it went well, my friend. Remember, guys, if you are enjoying the content, don't forget to smash down that thumbs up button. Hopefully you guys aren't sick of seeing the 350 around yet. And do me a huge solid if you are enjoying the content. Don't forget to smash down that thumbs up. You also want some JAL ops? We definitely will. Yes. Yeah. You will, you will. Gap, do you experience black screens issues recently? Black screens? No. Haven't had any issues with black screens. Virgin Atlantic ops must be a must for a long haul. Yeah, we have so much, man. We have a lot to do here to look forward to as well. Is it worth upgrading to 2024 or stick with 2020? It's up to you, really, to be honest with you. Really up to you. Greetings from Singapore, 26 behind you. Hey, nice, very cool. That's you. Scandinavian 350 looks supreme as well. Yes. Yes, yes, yes. I'd actually like to do like a delivery flight at some point as well. Like Toulouse to Copenhagen or Toulouse to Munich or something like that. Some Lufthansa. We love us some Lufthansa. Alright, Tango 1-2 should be coming up here momentarily. Zoom in a little bit on this guy. My map seems to have done some weird things. That's fine. This should be Tango 1-2 right here. Do a super long haul Singapore to New York. We'll maybe do that once we reach 80,000 subscribers.
Singapore 126, line up runway 02 center.
Line up 02 center, Singapore 126. Yeah, maybe once we reach 80K subscribers, we can consider doing some type of like ultra long haul or something. That can be the plan. All right, landing lights are on, wing lights are on, strobe lights are on, nose light over to takeoff. Beautiful. Looking good, friends. Lufthansa is my homeland airline. I love flying Lufthansa. Timu, thanks for your membership, man. 2 years as a first-class member. Huge no floaties to you, man. Thank you very, very much for support. Truly do appreciate it, man. Thank you. Hey, where do you see the ground speed? Right here, top left, just like any other Airbus. Top left on your right-hand PFD.
Roger, Foxtrot 4.
Just purchased using your link. Hey, thank you, Prince. Appreciate you, my friend. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Oof, look at that lineup, chat. Professional lineup for the win. Yep, big ol' heavy. Nice. All right. We're all set up, ready to go here. Push on the brakes till he gives us clearance. Oof. Look at that airline. Gorgeous. Anyone know anything about the screens freezing? That sounds like a WASM problem if your screens are freezing. So, yeah.
Activate Papa 4, Tango, and hold short over Romeo 2, Fokker Bravo Delta 763.
Singapore 126, North 350 degrees 6, stop runway 02 center, clear for takeoff.
02 center, cleared for takeoff, Singapore 126. All right, friends. Joystick cam is going on. Sounds are going up. Y'all ready to go? Let's do it. Throttle's up to about 25%. Slight nose down pressure on the side stick. Stable. Let's go flying. Manflex 67 SRS runway auto thrust bleu. Takeoff power is set. Airspeed is alive. .100 knots, we're neutral.
V1.
Rotate. Positive rate. Gear up. Throttles to climb.
Line up behind the departing company.
Singapore 6 degrees 6 knots, runway 02 center, clear for takeoff.
Copy the wind, runway 02 center, clear for takeoff, 026.
Singapore 126, 45 by 3122, there's 18, bye-bye.
1228, thanks for ATC. Bye-bye. Climb mode 240. Unicom. Good. Absolutely, Flazer. Yeah. The Airbus TCA pack is fantastic for flying all of your favorite Airbus. All right, wing lights can go off, nose lights can go off. We'll disarm the ground spoilers. Good. Expand this. Good. We will go flaps clean. So good, dude. So good. How's it feel to use the rudder pedals? Just can't get used to it. Feels good? Feels fine? Alright, pitch for climb, good. A little bit bumpy through some of these clouds, which was expected. What pedals do I use? I have the Thrustmaster pendular rudder system. The Thrustmaster TPRs. God, this thing hand flies so well. I love it. Which 777 aircraft? There's only one, PMDG. Don't even consider the whatever the hell, Captain Sim, whatever the hell he calls himself now. There is only one 777 to fly. Does this aircraft come with its own GSX profile? Yes, you don't have to do anything. It just works with GSX. It's got GSX integration. So, yeah. Alrighty, straight out from here, passing 8,500 feet. Autopilot 1 is on. I'll bring you guys back up into the flight deck. Beautiful. It's got some gorgeous wing views here of us climbing out of Singapore. God, I swear, every time I fly in out of here, it's always like the craziest weather. Cap San Diego to Munich, Lufthansa 350. Maybe one day. We're going to worry about Saturday's stream, which is London Heathrow to San Diego in the British Airways A350 1000. That'll be fun. Hey Cap, you have time? Could you show your sound settings? Because after I lower the gears, there is a very loud sound like a constant windshield wind. So we've run into that bug as well, but yeah. Is there an evening stream? Nah, Will, dude. I've been live for 7 days in a row now. We've been live every day since last Thursday. So no, there is no evening stream tonight. I'm going to take tonight as a little bit of a break. I've got tomorrow off, and then we're back Saturday, Sunday, Monday. So, yeah, this is day 7 of 7 for me. I don't know if I've ever done that. A week long. So, what are your custom views? They're up on my Discord. ! Discord if you're looking for it. Having any WASM issues in any planes? Is this 350 a problem? Some people are. Some people are having problems. I don't know. The way to get around after landing gear bug on landing is to not switch the camera views when it... oh, that could be what it is. You know what? Actually, I think you're right. I think that did cause yesterday into Amsterdam. That is exactly what caused our issues. All right, standard barrel. We're past 11,000 feet. Landing lights are off. We'll get the seatbelt signs to the auto position, and we are looking good on the climb out, my friends. Looks like we're going to go 293 knots. All is good. Can you try manually flying instead of autopilot today because of less flying time? No, I'm not going to manually fly the airplane all the way to Kuala Lumpur, if that's what you're asking. What's a landing gear bug? So while you put the landing gear down, don't switch your views. Don't switch your views. If you switch your views, you end up getting some weird audio. So, I did get a WASM once, clear the folder, and it fixed it now. There you go. Went into Deb last night, switched the camera views, and I didn't have a problem. Might be hit or miss. Got you. Okay. You run into any issues with the 350's ILS? ILS approach didn't work during my flight last night, 26 right into Atlanta. No localizer glide slope diamonds on the PFD, even though the frequency was showing up. I have not. No. Have not run into that problem yet, Will. Even though 2024 still isn't exactly incredible, is it worth investing in for the time being, in your opinion? I guess it depends. I really guess it depends on the owner, user, operator. What sensitivities are you using? Everything is in my Discord, guys. All the information that you're asking for is in the Discord. If you're not in the Discord, ! Discord. Maybe some Scandinavian ops in Norway? Maybe. That could be fun. Yeah. Someone else reported the issue flying the ILS into Orlando in the Discord, but I haven't had an INI employee confirm that yet. Weird. I haven't had any issues with the ILS. It's captured every time I've used it. So doing a flight from St. Intentions. I got a shortcut that saved 5 minutes. When will we be back on St. Intentions? Garen, I swear, man, you ask the same questions every single stream, dude. I don't know, man. We're enjoying this aircraft. The airplane just came out. That's why I'm flying on VATSIM this week, because we have a brand new aircraft. Everybody is excited. There's tons of people that are flying along with me on these flights, so that's why we're doing that. I don't have a timeline of when I will or will not use certain programs and certain stuff, man. You ask me the same questions every single stream. I can't give you an answer day by day, man. You'll just have to wait, buddy. You'll just have to wait. You also had the ILS bug. What fixed it for me was making sure to switch the nav data from sim default to navigraph. There you go. So if anybody's having any problems, have you switched your sim data to navigraph? Will and whoever else was having issues. Yeah, I want to start with VATSIM after getting some hours in, but I don't know if I should buy Microsoft 2024 or 2020. Which one do you prefer? I prefer 2020 just because all of my add-ons work flawlessly. But you think you were on navigraph, so you have to do it through here. You go to options and then third party, and you have to update nav data. You have to do that when you load in. You can't do it now or while you're in flight or when the engines are started. It needs to be done on the ground before you start your flight. What do you think about the aircraft systems fidelity? Well, I'm not a real Airbus pilot. For me, this is perfectly fine. I don't have any issues with it. How do you get the flaps and air brake to work properly on the Thrustmaster? I just set up your Thrustmaster so that the left stick does the speed brakes and the right one does flaps, and you should be good. Did Atlanta work? I haven't been back to Atlanta since I've had the crashes. What does the taxi button do above the altimeter? Nothing, unfortunately. On the real aircraft, there's a camera in front of the nose, and it puts a nose camera, but due to sim limitations, you can't do that, unfortunately. How do you turn on the autopilot? Chat, what day is it today? Autopilot 1. Another bug, my PS4 controller started rumbling non-stop after passing flight level 350. Had to totally disable the rumble on the controller. I feel like that's a you problem, William, for flying with a PlayStation controller. That's what I feel like. Get yourself a GD joystick. Put the fucking PlayStation controller away. That's my 2 cents. How do you fly? Up is up, down is down, left is left, right is right. Have fun. But it's still a bug? I'm willing to bet that nobody at the iniBuilds team thought about testing it with a PlayStation 4 controller, Will. I'm guessing that's probably the problem. I'm assuming that they probably think that most people have at least a $30 joystick. Why TA and not TARA? See, there's a great question. The reason why I use TA and not TARA is because I'm a streamer and people love to come in and go crazy and fly their airplanes around me and cause my TCAS to freak out. So what I do is I use TA only, which will only advise me of traffic. If you're using TARA, the RA stands for Resolution Advisory, so the aircraft will climb or descend if somebody spawns in front of you and does something stupid. If they were smart, they would, given that it's releasing on Xbox in a few weeks. Well, William, again, I feel like this is a question and comments designed for the iniBuilds Discord, not my chat, because there's nothing that I can do, man. No one with a controller goes past flight level 350. Infinite, thanks so much for 8 months, man. Says, first of all, hello, Cap, how are you? Also wanted to say thank you for the kind person who gifted me yesterday. I highly appreciate it. Well, there you go, man. Thank you, dude. I put it in the Discord and their staff hasn't acknowledged it. Probably because it's not of importance right now. I feel like there's other things that need addressing before that does. But hey, that's just me. They're probably sitting there going, who the hell is this? Yes, I heard about it, Erin. Hey Cap, I might just be doing something wrong because I used to 320, but when I initiate descent, I put it on the McDo descent. It doesn't follow the planned altitudes. Definitely should be following your descent. I'm not quite sure why that's not doing that. Yeah, I agree, Will. Once they finish off some of this bug hunting and stuff like that, I think the airplane is going to be fantastic. All right, cruise. Can I just put 290 knots in here and will it follow it? 290. Let's see if it follows it. Pre-select. Let's see what it does when we get to cruise. We're currently still in climb. Will needs a hot take counter. Maybe we should just add a little will counter in the bottom right corner over here. It's good to have Will back in the sim, though. This guy's been MIA for how long? I can't wait for Will's A350 videos landing on top of the Burj Khalifa. I'm sure everybody's looking forward to those videos. Coming soon. For an 11-year-old near you. How do I add the NASDAQ ticker to the monitor? I don't know. I don't know. Cap, does your ATIS work? Mine doesn't. I don't know. Does Santention auto-renew your subscription or is it manual done by you? I have no clue. I've been thinking about breaking out the full setup for some shorts. There you go. Getting back into the action, baby. Burj Khalifa landing when? Question mark, question mark. Would you show the ADS-B feature? I'm not even sure how it works. I don't want to break anything either. The full setup is a upgraded PS4 controller. What are those fancy PS4 controllers? Will get sponsored by, what's that company? Who makes the super expensive controllers? See, it did it. I don't know why it's doing that. Cruise, I have 290 selected, but you see how it's going down to 250. I'm not quite sure why it does that. So we're going to do this, and we're going to go 290. I don't know why it automatically switches down to this. It's one thing I got to figure out. Check descent data. Yep, we're already there. So let's go to approach. Let's load up some weather, shall we, friends? Kuala Lumpur weather 060 at 8.
Hi Cap.
Hello.
Hope all is well.
All is well.
Would you recommend the Tobii Eye Tracker 5?
Yes, absolutely, Craig. Thank you for the $10 donation. Appreciate you big time, my friend. Definitely would recommend the Tobii Eye Tracker. It is a great little tool, man, and it definitely helps, especially when you're flying like VFR and stuff like that. Absolutely. 10-12 on the QNH. 10-12. Enter. Good. And our barrel minimums today on the ILS 14 left will be 300 on the barrow. 300. And we'll enter that in. Good. Cool. Everything's set up there, friends. We're looking good. Descent is in 12 miles. Wow. 12 miles till top of drop. Thank you for all the content this week, Cap. Have a great flight and be sure to get some rest tomorrow. Oh, I definitely will. Definitely will. No ETC online today. It's like 2 o'clock in the morning here in Singapore. So no ATC, unfortunately. I am running the time that it is for me in the simulator right now, not live time where we're at. Davis with the $2 donation says, can you get a throttle tech so it's more realistic? How about you buy me the throttle tech, send it over to my place, and then I'll fly with it. Yeah? Makes sense. It's 2 a.m. here? Oof, baby. 2 a.m. Will I crash WASM if I load approach and arrival in flight? Nope. It should be fine. Cap, would you ever consider flying some X-Plane in the future? No. Sorry. My X-Plane days are over, man. I don't even have X-Plane installed on my sim anymore. On my PC, sorry. Our descent is going to take us down to above 13,000 at Iguri. So 13,000 is going to be our initial descent. 13,000. Good. And we're going to hit that now. And we're going to throw this back into managed mode. And there goes the descent, friends. We'll get the seatbelt sign back on. How about that for a cruise? Woof. Does the TCA Airbus work on the PMDGs? It can. It might be a little bit difficult because it has detents, but you can remove the detents. So, hey, I'm stuck between getting the BAE 146 or the RJ Professional. I don't own any of those airplanes. They're not really my type of airplane, but I think they're both good from what I've seen, Donald. I've heard that they're both great aircraft. I don't own either, though, so I don't know. Not even if X-Plane launched tomorrow? What do you mean X-Plane launched tomorrow? We have X-Plane 12, but still very subpar in my opinion. Puddle sim. Fly into an airport with no rain and your runway is filled with puddles. You know, I used to think that the puddles looked good, but the more I watch X-Plane content, the more I'm like, those don't look good at all. Would you recommend the RJ since it's newer 146? Sure. Yeah. Anoni
donated $3 Canadian. Top tier PS4 controller content. Oh wait, wrong channel.
Yep.
Kappa. Also, I think that speed is correct, which trying to get Mach decimal 61, which may not be equal to 290 at this altitude.
Could be. Yeah, it could very well be. Huge no floaties to you, Anani. Thank you again for the support, my friend. I appreciate you, dude. Huge no floaties, man. I will say, Cap, X-Plane has some great updates. Would definitely love to see you try it now. No, sorry, man. Sorry, dude. There's just too much coming up for in the Microsoft world to get me excited about X-Plane, man. I couldn't even fathom spending $100 on a Flight Factor 777 when I have the PMDG lineup. Nah, especially now that we've got the 350, we've got the A220 coming soon, we've got the Bluebird 7.5 coming soon, we've got Majestic working on the Q400. Nah. No, thank you. If you have to choose between the TCA Airbus pack or the TCA Boeing pack as an all-arounder, which would you choose? So just knew I will say this. It's easier to fly a Boeing with a side stick than it is to fly Airbus with a yoke. Does that make sense? That's the best way that I can put it. It is easier to fly Boeing with a side stick than it is to fly Airbus with a yoke. That is the best way that I can break that down. How would you go about removing the detents? There's a little thing on the back. There's a little screw switch on the back where you can tighten and untighten or loosen the detents on the Thrustmaster side stick. If you're flying Boeing, I would just loosen them all the way, and then I don't even think there is detents. That's what I would do. That is what I would do. All right, friends, let's set up our brake to vacate. Airport map is loading. Good. Brake to vacate. Now, the real test with this aircraft is going to be, are we going to be able to do a turnaround without WASM braking? We're going to find that out here soon. Are we going to be able to do a turnaround with WASM braking? All right. Oh, wait, I think I have to go to plan. Yes, correct. All right, we are planning 1-4 left on the arrival. So we're going to try and set up the brake to vacate. So we got to go... Oh, okay. Where the hell is 1-4 left? I think it's up here. Hold on. It's all the way up here. I think this is 1-4 left. Yes. All right, 1-4 left. I think we want to vacate right here, to be honest with you. Can we set this up? Let's see if we can vacate here. Set up brake to vacate. We can. Nice. All right, cool. Brake to vacate is set. Beautiful. Flip this all the way back up again. Good. Brake to vacate is set. Auto brake is on. BTV is armed. Wonderful. What I'm going to do is I'm going to set this guy already up on plan. And then I'm going to bring him in. I'm going to We'll leave that like that. Good. Daza!
Waiting for train home from work, so sharing some love CPT.
Huge no floaties to you. Thanks so much, Daz. I appreciate you, man. Also dropping the $10 donation. Huge no floaties to you. Thank you again, Anani, for the support. And thank you again to Craig for the $10 donation as well. Appreciate you, Daza. Thank you, my friend. Waiting for a dream home, so work, so sharing some love. Good to see you, my friend. Hopefully you're home sooner than later. Does a taxi video work? No, it's a limitation of the simulator, not of the airplane. How would you set auto brake low, medium, or high? Well, you use this little thing here, and you would choose your braking action. So a cool feature about this aircraft is if you hit the little down button, it shows you the conditions. So it doesn't really work as like auto brake. It's like you select the conditions. So landing code 6 is dry, 5 is wet, 4 is snow, 3 is snow or slippery, 2 is slush, standing water, and 1 is ice. That's how you would set that up. If you don't set up brake to vacate, there's no way to choose low, medium, or high. If you don't have Navigraph and you don't have access to the brake to vacate, it automatically resorts itself to medium auto brake. Medium. That's how that works. Hopefully that helps. Do you personally like to fly the 350 or the 777 more? I like them both. Yeah. PSA, don't press the video button. It causes a WASM crash. Where's the video button? Maybe it's good that I don't know where that button is. Or do you mean the taxi button? You saw a WASM crash after a 5-hour flight. Did you change the runway, Kimmy? Send the auto brake to max for takeoff can be done how? You just push the button here. It does it automatically. You push the A brake button. Gav, if you use brake to vacate, what's the braking setting you use in the landing perf calculation, manual or medium? That is a good question. I am not sure. Landing performance. Sync. Braking mode. Medium, manual. I don't know if you leave it on manual, maybe? I'm not sure. Video button is down below the center near the engine levers. Down here? Near the engine levers. Je ne sais pas. Whoa. 350 doesn't have low, it's either medium or brake to vacate. Correct. Bottom right of that selection. Bottom right. Oh, video right here. No, don't click. No clicky. Be cautious while landing because the RA callouts are delayed. Oh, we had a nice little smasher into Amsterdam last night. Do you know if there's any really detailed checklists? I have no clue, Kiwi. I know the airplane comes with checklists, but... Click, you know he wanted to. Will WASM crash if you change the runways? Yes. If you're using 2020, yes. Yes, it will. Alright, ground spoilers armed. And transition altitude should be 11,000 feet. I believe. 11,000 feet, correct. Now, somebody was saying you can pre-select. Oh, that's so cool. I didn't know that. You can pre-select your QNH. Very cool. Should my first ever long haul in the sim with this? So much fun. Nice. Did anyone delete the iniBuilds A350 file in WASM file to stop the crash? I don't know. Didn't change runways. I toggled the landing gear down and it got stuck, but the plane was still flyable. Interesting. Fighting is what we need for better airplanes, so I'm all about it. Don't be silly, man. Don't be silly. That's an absolute ridiculous comment. You need developers calling out other developers in order to get good products? No. How about you shut up, put your head down, work on a product, and then deliver said product? What the hell does bitching and moaning about how you could have done things better, but we decided not to do it, just sounds like a pompous dickhead. The 350 behind me flying to Atlanta yesterday got switched from 27 left and he got a WASM crash on final. Luckily I got assigned 26 right and I didn't have to change it. There we go. Nice. Where does Phoenix go from here? I don't know, dude. I really don't know. Just saw PMDD also threw shade by Rob. Like, what is happening? I don't know, man. I don't know. I don't understand it. I don't understand it at all, man. I don't understand why developers feel the need to throw shade at other developers. I have no clue. To me, honestly, I feel like iniBuilds gets a lot more critique and hate because they work with Microsoft. I truly feel like there's some jealousy going on between iniBuilds and Phoenix and PMDG because iniBuilds was selected to work with Microsoft, and I think some development groups know the price that iniBuilds has probably been paid by Microsoft to develop some of these add-ons, and I really think that's where a lot of the shade is coming from. I really feel like there's some hidden jealousy and stuff going on because iniBuilds has partnered with Microsoft on the release of a lot of these airplanes, but I don't know. I don't know. I don't know, Nabil. Did you read the comment? Because I have it right here. If you want to really read the comment, we can go over it together. Here's the comment that he made. To be honest with you, this statement makes me quite sad. I normally am a little bit less verbose about this stuff, which he should have stayed the same. Honestly, I think making this comment is absolutely ridiculous. But I must say that I'm disappointed today for more than a few reasons, partly because I know we lined up a 350 for build after the 320. It would have been incredible as a very prominent airline partner offered us both an aircraft to completely 3D scan and an almost unbelievable offer to put an actual Trent XWB on a test bench and run it for us so we could data jump out to build the most complex XEM module yet. We subsequently canceled it a few years ago after learning of the ini one because we know it'd have taken a few years to get right and we'd have made it to the market a bit after the iniBuilds. It proved to be right, but very sad move. I'm starting to recognize marketing is a better spend of effort than just effort. This 350 has 10% of the ECAMs of the real thing. The engine start is fictional and you can see that the scripting behind the scenes. I can fly on autopilot with all the ADRs off and in direct law. The ECAM doesn't talk to systems, so on, so forth. These are not bugs. These are pretty basic system depth things that are inherent and important to an Airbus. I don't know if it's just because people are currently excited, but I feel today I'm learning the old school way of taking your time to build something and building it real good is not the popular or desired option. To me, that seems like somebody's throwing shade. I don't know about you, but that's just to me, that seems like a very silly comment. Why even come forth and say something like that? That's what I don't understand. That's what I don't understand. And listen, I think Phoenix makes fantastic products. Don't get me wrong. Phoenix makes fantastic products, but like, just shut up, man. Just, you don't need to make those comments to spark the fuel. Here we go with more sim wars. Phoenix is king. Phoenix is better. I want Phoenix. Fuck iniBuilds. iniBuilds is better. Screw Phoenix. It's just stupid. It just adds more fuel to the fire for these little Discord trolls. It doesn't matter if he's lying or if he's not lying. Who cares? It's not your product. Shut up. Get to work. Make something better then. If you think that you can do it better, make it better. That's like me complaining that somebody gets more views than me because they clickbait their video titles or something. It's so ridiculous, man. It's so ridiculous. It's beyond petty. It's just shut up and go work. Make something better then. You know what I mean? Like, that's what I don't understand. I'm sorry, Phoenix, that it took you a year and a half to push out an update that you said we'd have in 4 months. That's nobody's fault. You don't think it's about picking sides? With that comment, it's 100% about picking sides. And you know that's how it's going to be. You know how the flight sim community is, man. It's people standing there with their pitchforks ready to go. You know what I mean? It's just, I don't know. It's silly to me. It's okay to have your thoughts and what you think is good and what you don't think is good, but to publicly go about as the CEO of another company, it's silly. Especially knowing the way that the flight sim community is. That's my big take on this. I don't give a shit what they think about the airplane. Who cares? It's going public with comments like that will set the flight sim community off. And you know how these people are. You know how the flight sim community is, man. It's literally a bunch of guys in Discord with their pitchforks out. QNH is 11,000 feet. I don't know why it's blinking at me. It's 11,000 feet. So it's okay to have your thoughts, but don't express them? As the Okay, I think we're just going to stop talking about this now because people are obviously not bright enough to understand what I'm saying. As the CEO of a company, yes, correct. It's not the right thing to make those comments. As the CEO of a company, it is not okay to make those comments. I don't care what he has and what type of comments that he has. It's not okay. It's not okay to make those comments. Whether it's true or not, I'm not here to make that assumption. You're the CEO of a company, man. Like you can't just be flapping your gums like that in Discord. Like I said, to me, it sounds like there's some jealousy playing a role here. To me, it sounds like somebody's a little bit upset that they didn't get a Microsoft sponsorship or whatever it may be. It's wild. Back on topic, where's the checklist? It's somewhere down here in the EFB. I'm not exactly sure where it is. Does somebody know where the checklist is in here? I thought it might have been in documentation, but that's blanked out. Isn't it the CL button? There you go, the checklist button. Where is that? Somewhere down here, I think. Yeah, CL menu right here. Fernando! Thank you for the $2, man. Appreciate you, dude. Thank you, buddy. Thank you, man. You may pet that dog. Thank you so much, Picture Person as well. So thanks for the great streams, Cap. Huge no floaties to you, man. Thank you very, very much for your support, dude. I appreciate you, man. Thank you. How do you switch the EFB to the lower screens? This button right here, capped OIS on center. You just hit that button right there. Nappy, thanks for your subscription, man. Welcome aboard as well, dude. What scenery are you using? Exclamation point scenery in chat. 10,000 feet. Landing lights are on. We've got Kuala Lumpur Airport right behind us. I don't know why it's drawing in this weird white box over there. I must say, though, I actually really like the ortho imagery out here. It's, didn't we do this flight in the 380 chat? I feel like we did this flight in the 380 when it came out as well. Gonna get a little bit of ground spoiler out here. We're a little bit above profile and it's slightly fast on our speed. I think there's no, there's no speed restriction. Okay, we're fine. What are you surprised mostly about the 350? What am I surprised mostly about it? I don't know. It's a good question. I'm not sure. What's the issue with the scenery? I don't think that's the scenery. I just think that's Microsoft not loading the correct map data. It'll probably be fixed by the time we make our turnaround. It happens to me sometimes, but it usually fixes itself pretty quickly. Is the performance better in 2020 or 2024? It really comes down to your PC, Gabri, to be honest with you, man. Any plans on flying the Air India 350? Yes. Just click the video button in cruise and the whole plane froze. Yeah, you can't do that, Yuri. I was surprised by the low price point compared to other developers. Yeah, like I said, I feel like the community's torn right now. I feel like a lot of people think the price is too much. I think the price is just fair. I think it's perfectly fine for what it is. Intercept is 4,500 feet, chat. So we're going to bug up 4,500 feet, and we're going to go into you. Good. Chirp, chirp, chirp. Yeah, I agree, Will. Which is weird because I only ran into that bug for the first time yesterday. I'm not quite sure what it is.
Number 140 short throttle, 14 left.
All right. Just to confirm, you don't hold the same view as Phoenix and recommend the iniBuilds 350. Probably going to get it, but I love a second opinion. Sorry, I don't understand. Let's see the damn butter. Yes, we need to go for butters today, chat. We do. Shame that the Lido maps don't work in 2020 version. Looks like I'll have to buy Navigraph after all. Yeah, I don't know. I know that they're working on a patch to get it to work with the 2020 version or the Navigraph maps, but yeah. Cap, what do we think about Qatar Airways 350? Oh, we're definitely going to do some Qatari. We're going to do some Qatari, we're going to do some Emirates, and we're going to do a lot. Don't you worry. We've got a lot to fly over the next week or two, man. A lot. Activate approach mode. Confirm. Thank you. Clear. That's good. All right. Looking good, friends. We've got our LS switch turned on. Beautiful. Look good. Tried to fly it yesterday and today, but still unable to do so because of the WASM crashes. Load a flight plan crash. Insert SID crash. Update nav data crash. So Fuber, clear your work folder and try again. Clear the work folder. Probably something happened on your initial load of WASM. So go to app data, roaming, Microsoft Flight Simulator packages, and clear, I forget which one it is. One of these folders, you have to clear it. Mr. Strange.
Got my first scenery thanks to your recommendation, Austin. Thanks, Cap, and as always,
Hey.
no floaties.
Nice. Huge no floaties too, Mr. Strange. Thank you for the £20 donation. Appreciate you, man. Thank you. Yeah, Strody, try and clear your folder. I forget which folder it is, but Lokestar captured. Beautiful. Let's arm approach. Good. Going for that elusive butter. So to rephrase, do you recommend buying the iniBuilds 350 at the current moment? I guess that's up to you, man. I would maybe, I guess, if you're expecting a perfect aircraft and everything to work, I would say, it depends what simulator you're on as well. Are you on 2020 or 2024? From what I've seen, the aircraft works flawlessly on 2024. So if you're running 2024, I don't think you have any issues. If you're running 2020, there are some WASM issues that probably need to be squashed. But I guess it's really up to you. Depending on, you know, do you want to try it? Do you want to test it? Depends. All right, once we capture glide slope, we will go flaps 1. There goes glide slope. Beautiful. We will go flaps 1. Leading edge is out. WASM crashes on 2024. I don't know. How is iniBuilds 350 in its current state versus the Flight Factor 350 in X-Plane? Not even comparable. RJ, 20 months. Appreciate you, man. Says 4 more months. Let's go. Huge no floaties to you, man. Thank you very, very much for your support. Really do appreciate you, man. Thank you, buddy. Any plans on doing JetBlue ops? JetBlue? I mean, sure. Once we're back in like the 320 or 321 or something, can definitely consider that for sure. Do you have any sound mods? No. No sound mods.
Max O'Queeson donated $5 Canadian.
Thank you, dude.
Hey Captain, how are you? What do you prefer for long haul 350 or 777? Not comparing PMDG or iniBuild. Cheers.
I don't know. Depends. I mean, they're both great aircraft. I don't think you can go wrong with either one of them. I think you'll have a great experience either way. Yeah. I feel like the flight sim community is full of youngins now that just love to spark negativity around. It's, yeah, it's special. I'm just going to leave it at that. It's quite special. Instead of like, you know, having fun and rejoicing about having like a new airliner, it's people are, you know, anyways, let's just not talk about it. How about that? Let's just fly the airplane and let's kind of push through the negativity and yeah. Hey Gap, I know you have a busy weekend, but in short future, can we see Air France or Lufthansa or Turkish? Yes. RJ, my man, congratulations,
hey, Captain,
dude.
We adopted a fur baby yesterday.
Very
Have
cool.
to do a DNA test, but thank you for showing the world adoption is great.
Absolutely, man. Huge no floaties too, dude, and congratulations on your new fur baby. Yeah, see, there's that sound again. I gotta turn the sounds down. I'm not really sure what's going on with those sounds. That just started yesterday. I don't know what's causing that. I'm not quite sure why the wind noise goes so crazy. I don't know what is causing that, especially after not having that the entire time and now all of a sudden it's just there. It's a little bit weird. All right, I'm gonna flip this down into map mode. Good. And let's go flaps 3. It's a 2020 bug, does not happen in 2024. Yeah. Notice setting in the EFB some loud sound toggle. I haven't seen that. 160 knots, flaps full. God, it's so loud. All right, 1,500 feet. We're fully set up. Armed. Good. My airplane. Let's have some fun, friends. I don't know why it's so loud. It's going to stop here momentarily. It'll stop once we get a little bit closer to the runway. Checked. It did the same thing yesterday on our approach into Amsterdam as well. See, it's starting to go away now. Turn our sounds back up. Stops once at VAP. Well, we're at VAP. I think it stops like at around 500 feet. You can hear it really starting to calm itself down.
400. 100 above. 300. Minimum.
Continue.
200. 100. 50. 40.
Right slope.
30. 20. 10.
Nose down gently, reversers are out, decelerating. That was a butter, chat. Beauty. Brake to vacate's working. Decelerating. 70 knots, reversers are stowed. And we'll go auto brakes off.
Auto brake off.
Auto brake off. Ladies and gentlemen, welcome down to Kuala Lumpur. Nice. We like those landings, chat. We like those landings. All right, vacate to the right, exactly where we want it to be. Beautiful.
Report traffic, Singapore 114, 4 miles
And taxi gate today will be... we're going over to here. Charlie 12. Charlie 12. You may pet that
I'm
dog.
a 350 rookie. How do I go step for step in the FMC when in plan mode, and how I fix my trim? It's out of range. Also, how do we use my keyboard as typing?
Okay, hold on. Lots of questions there. I'm a 350 rookie. How do I step for step in the FMC when in plan mode? It's a good question. I'm not quite sure. How do I fix my trim? Well, your trim should just be whatever you have bound to your trim button. I'm not quite sure what you have bound to your trim button. But, yep. How do you get the auto brake off? Just tap your toe brakes once you've landed. That should get your auto brake off. Flaps and ground spoilers clean. Auto brake off. Man, you guys are not making a whole lot of sense. Captain Will and Vendor right now in chat. You guys are not, like... You guys are trying to compare apples and oranges. Like, you're trying to compare FSS, a company that has had 3 years to put out a VNAV, an LNAV, a custom FMC, to an airplane that has a few bugs. Yes, we can all agree on that. How you can sit there and compare FSS to iniBuilds is... Fuck, man. You guys are going to make me smoke an ounce of fucking weed today, dude. I swear to God. You guys are wild, man. Absolutely wild. We've all been very clear. Are there bugs with the aircraft? Absolutely. Absolutely. But, like, can we not go full fucking brain dead mode and start comparing iniBuilds to FSS? Come on, guys. Like, I can't even believe we have to have this conversation. This is fucking wild, man. Wild.
Follow 14 traffic, Singapore 114, clear, runway 14 left, follow 14 traffic.
I don't even know anymore, chat. I don't even know. I don't even know. Landing lights are coming off, nose light over to taxi, wing lights are off, strobe lights are off, APU master start switch can go on. Good. Beautiful. Seem like I'm running really hot today. So this is day 7 of 7 for me. I've streamed 7 days in a row, and for the last about 4 days of streams, it's just been an absolute cesspool in here. Like an absolute cesspool. Instead of people trying to even attempt to enjoy the aircraft, it's just turned into an absolute fucking shit show, dude. And it's crazy. We got people comparing iniBuilds with FSS, and it's just wild, dude. It's absolutely wild. Crazy, 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 man. POS Aviation. There you go. We're going to use them. We switched our gate. Looks like 12 and 14 is taken, so we've switched over to 16. Looking good. We can get our taxi light off. We'll get our APU to the start position. Beautiful. And we're looking good. Let's go ahead and... Ooh, 777. 350 beside a 777. Love to see it. Love to see it. We'll go and get ourselves over to the correct stand over here. The FS community can't really be satisfied. It's just crazy to me that, like, people just want to wake up with their negative hats on and just... I don't know, man. It's like, listen... If you think you can do better, go ahead and do it, man. I mean, that's really the only thing that I can say. And I don't know why you're comparing prices in Canadian, Will. Why are you going with 109? The Canadian dollar is in absolute shambles. I don't know why you keep trying to compare Canadian dollar. You didn't buy the airplane in CAD. What does it matter if it costs $109 Canadian? You paid 70 something dollars US, right? You probably make that in what, an hour, 2 hours at work? For something that you're going to spend thousands of hours in, $109 or hundreds of hours in. Guys are fucking crazy.
Max O'Queeson donated $5 Canadian.
Max,
hey,
thank you.
CPT, I wish I
Yes.
can donate a stretch. Can't we all just enjoy the fact that we have such a marvelous jet? And the level of detail
no.
provided.
We can't.
Keep up the good work, Cap.
We
You are doing
can't.
amazing.
Unfortunately, we can't. Unfortunately, we can't, my friend. All right, let's get this bad boy taxied and parked up to the gate. Beautiful. Following our marshaller in. Now, the problem with this is they're probably going to take us too far. Actually, he might not. He might actually give us properly. Nope, he's definitely going to take us too far. All right, we're going to park it right there, friends. Let's get our park brake on. Upstairs, APU's on and available. APU bleed goes on. Engine number 2 is off. Engine number 1 is off. A beacon light is off. Seatbelt signs are off. Ladies and gentlemen, welcome down to Kuala Lumpur. Flight time on today's flight was a whopping 46 minutes with a block time, gate to gate, of 1 hour and 7 minutes. I'm not going to ban anybody, dude. Listen, I'm not going to ban anybody for I think at the end of the day, you're never going to stop what's happening in the flight sim community. It's just look at this guy tripping out. You're never going to stop what happens in the flight sim community, man. The only thing that I can do is just try and give a little bit of perspective when it comes down to the matter. I just find it diabolical that people are willing to compare this aircraft to FSS level. It is truly, truly, truly mind-blowing. Is the aircraft perfect? No, it's not. And I think we can all agree on that. I'm managing to do successful flights, and I know that many others are also able to do successful flights in this aircraft. Are there some bugs that need to be addressed? Absolutely. Is iniBuilds working around the clock to make sure that these bugs are squashed? Absolutely. That's really all you can ask from a development group. That's really
CPT,
it. That's
I
it.
don't even play MSFS, just enjoy the streams and entertainment.
Thank you.
People forget, this is entertainment, not a simulator to get a pilot's license.
Correct. And I think the main thing is, and another thing is, I think people are forgetting just how many thousands of hours, if not thousands, hundreds of hours that they're going to be spending in this airplane. If this airplane right now is not up to your standards, then don't buy it. It's so simple. It's so simple. That's what truly amazes me as well, is people are aware of the bugs. People know that there are some issues that are happening with the aircraft, yet they buy it and then they choose to just continue to bitch and moan about it. That's what truly amazes me as well. It's crazy, dude. We live in such like a me first world and mentality. It's just wild, man. It's crazy, man. It's absolutely crazy. You can get a better block time via your FMS position time. Maybe. I don't know. I mean, that's block time. We did our start and stop. Everything looks good there. Flight time 46 minutes. Good. Cool. Let's set up for the return flight, shall we, friends? Do we want to do the deboarding process? Let's try and do the deboarding process. Let's see how this works. Request deboarding. There we go. Jet bridge is connecting to the aircraft. We are looking good. All is set up there. Beautiful. Let's go to here. We'll get some tunes bumping for you guys while we get set up here for the return flight. New flight, Singapore, SIA 127. And we're going from WMKK, Kuala Lumpur, back to Singapore. We're going to be in the A350. Good. Do you have any add-ons or using the stock 350? Stock 350, man. Yeah. Do you keep payload and everything default in the flight plan? What do you mean? Sorry, Rajat. There's something with that livery. I really like it on the 350. It's beautiful, man. I agree. It's beautiful. One thing that I've noticed, though, is GSX isn't fully connecting to the aircraft. I have noticed that as well. So we probably need a GSX update or something, but... How do you connect the jet bridge without using GSX? Andy, you got to go into the, like the default radio commands. Got a flight out of it yesterday and loved it. Just got to get used to using rudder pedals. Oh, for sure. Yeah. Is that a GSX thing? It's a GSX thing because it's happening at every airport. It's not connecting. It's doing it at every airport that I've tried to connect the jet bridge to. I think we just need a GSX update, to be honest with you. We're going to go with a full airplane. We'll do 319 passengers on the return flight. We're departing 14 left. We're arriving 2 left. That looks good to me. We'll plug that in. Good. We'll send off our flight plan. Good.
Anani donated $3 Canadian. Speaking of needing a stretch, what's the flavor of choice this afternoon? Was in a Singapore A350 at this very airport back in 2019. Got hold on the ground for a good 2 hours due to monsoon traffic backlog at Singapore, so had to run for next flight.
Damn, that's crazy. Huge no floaties to you, man. Thanks so much, Anani. I appreciate you, man. Incredibly kind. Thank you, buddy. Thank you. No floaties to you, my man. Thank you, dude. Why won't the TCA throttle set into reversers? Huskers, you may have to change some settings. You're going to have to go into your work folder. So, it's going to be your name, app data, roaming, Microsoft Flight Simulator packages, iniBuilds 350 work. Open up the throttle data INI. After you've configured your throttles, open up the throttle data, change the top value from false to true. This is an issue with Microsoft 2024 that I guess has worked its way into 2020 as well. I had to do this with all of my aircraft in 2024 to get the throttles to work, the correct reverse throttles to work. So again, app data, roaming, Microsoft Flight Simulator packages, iniBuilds 350 work. Open up the throttle data INI, change the top value from false to true, and that should fix your reverse thrust. Sorry, Cap, gotta go. See you Saturday. Happy flying. Take care, Gringo. I'll see you soon, man. How's Henry? He's doing well. Actually, he was making a bunch of... Oh, no, there he is. What were you doing earlier? He's laying on his bed. He was making a bunch of noise earlier, but... How does this compare to the 787? The default 787? I mean, leaps and bounds above it. They've already said that there's a patch coming for tomorrow, Will, so we'll have to see, man. We're also talking about iniBuilds. We're not talking about some Bush League developer like FSS, like you were claiming before. So yeah, I'm sure that all of these bugs will be fixed soon. Gap, it's almost. You pretty much fly on my area, so I'm going to sleep now. Thank you for the stream. See you later, guys. Fandon, take care, my friend. Thanks for being here, dude. Appreciate you. I sent to JSX 12 off of the 900, 1,000 other media if you want to try it out later. Thank you, Joan. Appreciate it. We'll definitely try that for this weekend streams. Any weekend plans? Oh, we have some long ones coming up this weekend, man. Yeah, we're doing London Heathrow to San Diego on Saturday, and then Sunday, Monday, we're going to do some Qatari ops, Emirates ops, or maybe Lufthansa, something like that. Is Will here just to complain? Apparently. Apparently we are the iniBuilds hate thread comment section. Is it snowing in Ottawa? It is. Yeah, it is. I did G-Mark, yeah.
Anonymous Dog Lover donated $3
Thank you.
Thanks for showing us the real start of the show. Kappa. Here's a treat for him on me.
He is the real star. You are correct. Any delivery flights planned? Yes, I wanted to do some delivery flights. I just didn't want to do delivery flights on the day that the aircraft was releasing because I knew it would just be absolute chaos, which it turned out that it was. So, Gap, do you have fish and chips in UK? I love fish and chips, yeah. Yesterday did Heathrow to LAX. It was quite good, not gonna lie. Nice, very cool, Retro. Glad you enjoyed it, man. William, all you've done is complain. That's all that you've done. There has not really been one positive comment. It has been nothing but complaints and throwing shade, and I don't know if it's because iniBuilds isn't acknowledging you in their Discord, so you feel you have to come here and do it, man. But like, it's kind of hard. It's kind of hard to like complain when like everything has been working fine for me. You know what I mean? Like that's what I think makes it even more frustrating is everybody's complaining, but like here we are completing successful flights, no problem. Like it's, you know what I mean? Like that's where I think it's just becoming a little bit silly. Like I understand people are having problems. I understand that there's WASM crashes, and I understand that the aircraft does need a little bit of updates and some love. Absolutely. But like, man, we just completed another successful flight after completing a 7-hour flight yesterday successfully. It's like, just take it for what it is, man. Take it for what it is. If you're having issues with the airplane, yeah, I apologize. It's not great and it sucks. But like, there's times and places for things, and like I don't work for iniBuilds. I'm not an iniBuilds employee. There's absolutely nothing that I can do. I get it. Some people need to vent. Some people need to come in here and whatever. They're upset at something. Somebody's not answering their questions on Discord. Whatever it may be. I get that. I understand that. I'm also, to be fair, chat, again, I've already mentioned it, I'm day 7 of 7 streaming, and I've pretty much been dealing with this for 7 days now. So it's, my patience level is very thin. And, you know, again, you bring up all the drama from PMDG and Phoenix this morning as well. It just adds fuel to the fire. That's what I'm saying. It's just crazy right now. It's absolute bananas. I mean, you know you're doing something right, and you know that you've pissed off somebody when everybody, even other CEOs of stuff are you know, commenting on your aircraft and stuff. Like I said, I personally think that there's some jealousy going on right now. There has to be. That's the only explanation for it. Like, I don't understand what any of this has to do with PMDG or any of this has to do with Phoenix. There's just some weird stuff going on in the flight sim community, and I'm not a fan of it at all. You guys know me. I'm very outspoken when it comes to add-ons and developers. But I think we have to draw the line somewhere where you start having CEOs of companies throwing shade and making comments, and I think it's absolutely ridiculous. You can have your own personal thoughts. You can do whatever you do. But if you're the CEO of a company and you're the lead developer, whatever it may be, those are the times where you got to bite your lip, man. You can have as much internal discussion as you want, but to come public as a CEO of another company, that's where I just think it's absolutely unacceptable. I'm not a CEO of a company. I run my own company here, and I run my own business with my brand and my YouTube channel. I would never throw shade at another content creator or anything else like that. I would never think of doing something like that. I think that's completely distasteful, and I think it really shows true colors of some people. And I said, you know, to me, everything that I'm seeing here just smells of jealousy. It smells like people are upset because iniBuilds may get a pass because they work with Microsoft or they've developed with Microsoft or something like that. It's just kind of crazy. It's crazy. What's the drama going on? Don't even worry about it, man. It's pointless. It's just stupid. It's like toddlers sitting in a room throwing Lego bricks at one another. It's absolutely ridiculous. It just goes to show you the unfortunate state of flight simulators nowadays. It's quite sad. It's quite sad. I haven't, Nabil. No, man. I've got my lifetime, man. My Creed Silver Mountain Water. I could never go away from that, man. That is by far my favorite scent. I did pick up, actually, Nabil, to tell you, I did pick up a few little samples. I got some Green Irish Tweed, Green Irish Tweed, and I picked up some shit, I forget the name, another one. But yeah, Silver Mountain Water, dude, that is by far the best scent of all time. Yeah. Europa, I'm not the biggest fan of Europa. I'm not much of like a fresh, kind of like soapy scent guy. I could understand how people like it for sure, but Green Irish Tweed, I picked up, what's the big one that they do? Aventus. I got the Aventus Colonia or whatever it's called. Aventus Cologne or something. Aventus Colonia, the new one that they put out. Anyways, I tried that one. Millesime is great as well. I have some of that. Yeah. But, man, that Silver Mountain Water is just... Dude, I actually bought some. It was on sale. I bought another bottle. So I have 200 ml bottles of Silver Mountain Water. So I'm set probably for the next couple of years when it comes to that. It's absolutely amazing. My favorite. Feel like they should keep developing, let the product speak for itself, Cap. 100%. 100%, man. Like I said, just sharing my opinion of what I think is absolutely crazy. All right, let's jump back in the aircraft now. We may get a Wasm crash, chat. I'm not sure how this is going to go. I don't think I've ever tried to do a turnaround in this aircraft, so we're about to find out to see how this is going to go. So let me put all this back down here. We'll try and load up some stuff here. I don't know how this is going to work. We may have to restart the sim. We'll find out here momentarily. We're going to go to the initref tab. We're going to request our flight plan. We'll see if this works. Imagine how crazy this op is for IRL Singapore Airlines to do in-flight service for this short of a flight. Yeah, I don't even know if they would they even do any of it? I don't know. I have Dia Sauvage. That's my like everyday. That's the one my fiance loves. That's the one that I wear like every day just because Creed's a little bit expensive to wear every day, but yeah. I rocked PDM Ojan to work yesterday. What's that one? Never tried that one. Is there a way to check the destination or any airport weather? I believe there is. I'm not entirely sure, but yeah. I agree, Harold. Yeah. All right, we've received our flight plan. Let's see how this works. We'll insert it. All right, well, that seemed to work fine. Route uplink is good. Beautiful. WMKK back to Singapore. Beautiful. We're cruising up at flight level 250. Probably a short little cruise once again. So, wonderful. That looks good to me. Let's jump over here. Let's go to our weight and balance page. Actually, sorry, let's import our new flight plan. So Singapore 127, service from Kuala Lumpur back to Singapore. Beautiful. We're going to go to our load sheet page. We're going to import via SimBrief. Good. We're going to set zero fuel weight on the aircraft. Beautiful. 319. And we're going to go ahead and set the fuel on the aircraft as well. 12.2. on the fuel. Good. We'll come back down here. We'll go to our flight plan page. We'll go, actually, you know what? Let's go to our weight and balance first. We'll go to fuel and load, and we'll plug in some information. So, zero fuel weight was 173.2, we'll call it. 173.2. 173.2. And we'll enter that in. Good. Our zero fuel weight CG was 30.2. We'll plug that in here as well. 30.2. Good, and we'll enter that in there. Block fuel for today's flight was 12.2. We'll bug that up. Beautiful. Passenger number, what do we have? We said we almost had a full aircraft. 319. 319 passengers for this leg back to Singapore. Beautiful. Everything's plugged in there. Great. Now let's go to our flight plan page. Let's plug in some information. WMKK departures. We are planning for the Roosby 1 Alpha departure. So runway, we're going 14 left. Good. The Roosby 1 Alpha departure. We'll scroll down. Scroll, get to the R's, the Roosby 1 Alpha departure. Good. We've got no transition. We'll insert our flight plan. We'll insert that. Beautiful. We'll scroll all the way down to Singapore. We'll go and set our arrival. And I'm just going to confirm that this is correct before we start punching anything in. So flights, unload, import, SimBrief. Good. We'll grab that one. So it's got us on the Tebun 1 Alpha arrival. So that's going to take us all the way out to Samco. And we're going to plan for the 2 left arrival. So we'll land on the left side. So the 2 left arrival. So runway, we're going to plan 02 left. Good. The approach, we're going to be in the ILS 2 left. The star is going to be the Tebu 1 Alpha, which is right there. Beautiful. And our approach via, we said, was it Apipa? Where was it? Apipa. Hold on. Let's go to approaches and we'll select the ILS 2 left. What is Apipa? Where's Apipa? Apipa, no, we don't need that. We'll just take it via final because we have Samco. So it'll be Samco out to there. So we'll add that to the route. Good. So we don't need any of that. We'll go approach via none and we'll go ahead and insert into our flight plan. Beautiful. Everything looks good there, friends. Flight plan is in and set correctly. Beautiful. Jump back over here to this guy. Let's go do some departure performance fun stuff. Go to our takeoff performance. Good. We'll sync the FMS. Beautiful. We'll sync up the live weather. Good. Variable at 2 now. And we'll go ahead and compute that. Beautiful. We've got 45, 48, 52, flaps 1/F, 67 degrees on the flex temp. And we're looking good, friends. Cool. We'll send all that data down to the FMS. We'll come back over here to our performance page. We'll confirm our V-speeds. Beautiful. What I'm going to do is I'm just going to change the cost index. I'm going to go back here to our init ref, and I'm just going to throw in 5 on the cost index. We'll go 5 and enter that in there. Good. Go back to our perf page. Beautiful. If you look at our climb speeds, we're going to be doing 286 and or Mach 8.3 and then cruise. We'll figure that out in a second, but we'll probably just do the same thing, and then our descent should be good as well. 274 on the descents. Good, cool. All right, that's all set there. We'll leave this onto our takeoff performance. We'll put this guy onto the flight plan page. Beautiful. If we go back upstairs, we're looking good for engine start and push. So we'll go to GSX. We'll prepare for pushback and departure. Beautiful. And that is looking good, my friends. We'll go ahead and bump this back up here like that. Good. And that is all set. I'm going to leave this guy. Actually, sorry, we'll bump this back up to arc, and we'll bump him up to there as well. Good. Let me come down here. We're going to go to our en route charts. Good. And there's our parking. So we're going to go out Sierra 8. We'll make a right turn on Gulf, and then we'll go Gulf to Bravo 9 to Alpha all the way down for runway 14 left. Good. That is good and set. Let me pause the music here, friends. Good. We'll pause that. Beautiful. Get those up, and they're going to request for push and start here momentarily. Looking good, friends. Looking good. This is 2020, correct.
Station 7 and 5 going around.
Locking gear.
Hey, Jordan, you don't have to be here, man. You can leave at any point, buddy. Nobody is forcing you to sit here and watch the stream, man. If you're not happy with the way that I said something, or you're not happy, you can leave, man. There's absolutely nobody that's forcing you to be here, buddy. You don't have to be here. You don't have to watch my streams. You don't have to like me as a streamer or a person. That's completely up to you, man. For you to jump in here and just assume things as well, it's okay, man. It's all good, dude. You don't got to be here, man. It's that easy. You're not happy with the way that something happened? The exit is right beside you to your left, my man. Just secured your expo tickets? Nice. Very cool, man. Very, very, very cool. How long is this flight going to be? I think it's roughly around the same, to be honest with you. It's actually showing less. 40 minutes is what it's showing. 40 minutes on this one. We're going to reset our block time clocks here as well. That is set, done there. Good. Beautiful. Thought you would be along, was into the second leg by now. I visited the stream 1 hour ago. No, I mean, we did the deboarding process and boarding process and all that fun stuff. Looking good. Well, it sounded like you were speaking about me, Jordan. And that's why, like, listen, you got to understand here, man, as well. Like, it's been, again, and I apologize to anybody if you feel like I'm coming off as a little bit, it's been 7 days of this, Jordan. 7 straight days for me of streaming. My patience is just running extremely thin at this point, man. It's just been nothing but toxicity for the last about 3 to 4 days. Everybody is complaining, bitching, moaning, and like I said, man, I understand how some people can be upset, but it's something that's being investigated by iniBuilds. If the airplane upsets you that much, just don't fly it for right now. I mean, that's the biggest thing that I can tell you. Right? Like, it's if it's upsetting you, like, for me, I don't know. I mean, we just did a successful flight. We just did a turnaround. Everything worked perfectly. We're on our way back to Singapore. It's kind of hard for me to sympathize with people about how things aren't working when everything seems to be working fine for me. I'm not having any issues. I mean, right now I'm not having any issues. Have I had issues with WASM crashes? Absolutely. But it's I think I just need a break away from the simulator. I think I just need a break away from the simulator world in general right now. There's just more and more and more drama coming up every day, every hour. It's kind of crazy. Didn't realize how popular VATSIM was till you looked at the radar. Dude, VATSIM has been bumping lately, man. I don't know where we would be without VATSIM, to be honest with you. VATSIM is such a great resource tool, especially for... wait, change direction? Did I even pick one? We want to be facing south? No, we want to be facing north. Okay, that was weird. Ever since 2020, VATSIM has popped off. Yeah, I mean, it used to be... shit, well, I remember back in, like, the P3D X-plane days, even the FSX days. It's been huge. But I do agree with you that Microsoft, I think, kind of, because it made it more of like a household thing, you know what I mean? Should go outside for a fresh walk. Oh, man. Anyone know why I can't get the 350 to move? Park brake is off, chocks are removed, toga doesn't do anything. Try and tap your toe brakes, Ryan. There is a bug in 2020 where your toe brakes link up. What does WASM do? WASM connects the aircraft with the simulator.
Third day off IO being my company during my commute home from work. No work tomorrow, but unfortunately I do work Saturday and Sunday.
Lincoln, thank you for the 50 Swedish Kronen. Huge no floaties to you, man. I appreciate you, dude. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Incredibly kind. I understand, Captain, but just the freedom of speech I defend. I just simply disagree with people bashing others, complaining about something. Yeah, but Jordan, it's the way that they're complaining about it, man. And again, I'm not trying to pick on you. I'm not trying to single you out. You haven't been here the whole stream. You haven't seen what's gone on over the past couple of days. And if you have been here, then my apologies. I haven't seen your name at all. It's when it becomes over. And listen, dude, I'm just streaming the airplane, right? Like I have zero affiliation with iniBuilds other than I'm an iniBuilds partner, which means that I support what iniBuilds do and I promote their products. I'm in no position to fix anything, to take complaints. I'm not a you know, like I'm not a come dump on Captain Canada because he works with iniBuilds or sells their products. You know what I mean? Like it's there's the right place to do this. If you're having problems with the airplane, go to the iniBuilds Discord and seek it out there. This is what I don't understand. What does coming into somebody who's enjoying the aircraft and flying the aircraft well, what does that do about you, other than you wanting to voice your opinion because maybe it's not being heard on other platforms? It does absolutely nothing, man. It does absolutely nothing but just create problems and makes people fight. It does nothing. I understand that people are not having are having some issues with the aircraft. I understand that. But coming into somebody's live stream and bitching and moaning about it non-stop consistently does absolutely nothing. Zero. And all it does is it makes people gang up on one another. You see people making comments, you see this, you see that. It does nothing. So that's what I was more so saying at, is if you're having problems, take it to the correct avenues. Coming into a live stream and bitching about iniBuilds does nothing. Nothing. Do you understand what I'm saying? Does that make sense now? Maybe a little bit more that I've explained it? It's like, this isn't a help desk. Do you know what I mean? Like, as much as I'm here to help you, and I'll do whatever I can do on my side of things, I'm not here to be iniBuilds customer support and to let you know that everything will be okay. Do you know what I mean? All right, engine number one, start. Love the wing walker option. Spooling up engine number one, friends.
Oh no, we're pushing right now. It's a little bit slow. I'm actually doing a power back or whatever.
Ooh, Ethiopian 350. Nice. Poor Henry. Henry, how do you feel about this? How do you feel, Henry? Let's see what Henry has to say about it. Henry, can you speak? Can you speak? Speak. Henry doesn't even want to talk to you guys anymore. Speak. Speak. Oh, Henry's had enough. What? Oh my goodness. Henry's had enough of you guys too. What? Really? How do you feel about it? Okay, do you feel... Okay, you feel happy? Oh, really? Okay, how do you feel... Wait, just let me speak. How do you feel about the release? Is that how you feel? Okay. Are you a good boy? Yes, you are. Good boy. Oh, man. Good boy, Henry. Damn, Henry just dropped the F-bomb. Apart from the EFB setting, is there anything else to hear in the cabin announcements? Not really.
Set parking brakes.
Not really. Park brake is set. Let's go and spool up engine number 2. Will the en route work without Navigraph? No. Well, yes. You can get one of the en route maps to work without Navigraph. Used to make my dog go crazy. Apologize. My dog heard Henry bark and now he's going insane. Sorry. Apologize. Apologize. Just let Henry handle the chat for the rest of the stream. Steve, what's up, man? Huge no floaties to you, dude. Thank you for your support, man. Appreciate you, buddy. Bob the Bob, thanks, man. Says, as an influencer in the flight simulation community with Reach, how would you encourage the purchase of the aircraft today, considering its current condition and the asking price? So I think the asking price is completely fair. I think you have to break down what you're getting for this airplane. As for purchasing this aircraft today, that's really up to you. I can't, I mean, everybody's at a different state. If you're looking for a experience that might have bugs, I would say hold off until an update comes where they can confirm that WASM crashes are not happening any longer. If you're somebody that's okay and understands that this is a new product software and you're okay with that, then I would say you'll probably be okay to pick it up, but it really comes down to you, man. I guess it depends what you're looking for. Thank you for the donation, Bob. I appreciate you. It's the best answer that I can give you right now. My brain is probably working at about 30% as well. I think I just need to have a quick little break away from flight sim and come back on Saturday nice and strong. Hopefully with an update to the aircraft. I read somewhere that there is going to be an update before Saturday, before the weekend. I don't know if that's true or not, but I have heard that they are working on an update before the weekend. So, auto brake goes on. Ground spoilers go armed. Good. Engine mode selector back to the normal position. Beautiful. Make sure that all of our signs are on and armed. Good. APU master start switch can go off. APU bleed can go off. Beautiful. We'll go and set our flaps here for takeoff. Enjoy the flap sound. The update should be up by tomorrow. Correct. Yeah. I agree, Kyle. I agree, my friend. Well said, Cap. New release is never bug-free, and this seems to get forgotten. Yeah, it's... anyways, like I said, man, I listen. At the end of the day, I understand that people are upset, and I understand that people expected more, and I can't fault you for that. I think where the problem lies within is I think people, instead of just maybe putting the aircraft away for a couple days or until an update pushes out, I just don't understand why there seems to be so much hate and negativity behind the entire process of what's going on. Like, if the aircraft is not up to your standards, then put it away for a week or two. You know what I mean? And I'm sure, like, I find it, again, to me, it doesn't make sense. Like, obviously, iniBuilds is not going to leave the aircraft in this state. And maybe that's just because people are used to how other development cycles are. Do you know what I mean?
I think you're doing a great job, Captain, and Joe totally agrees with Henry. Your stream is high quality, very informative and entertaining. Thanks.
I appreciate you, Jean. Thank you for the kind words, and thank you for the $5 donation, my friend. Huge no floaties to you, dude. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Anyways, like I said, my biggest advice for anybody right now, if the aircraft is not performing up to your standards and you're not happy with it, there's two ways that you can go about this. You can request a refund on the iniBuilds Discord, and maybe they'll refund your money and take away the aircraft. Alternatively, you can fly something different. We have lots of airplanes to fly in this simulator now. This isn't Microsoft Flight Simulator of 3 years ago where we don't have any options. You have a lot of options for other things to fly. Maybe put the aircraft in the hangar until an update comes out and go fly something that you enjoy flying and that you know works. That's my biggest advice right now. What I don't understand is people throwing their arms up in the air, calling for iniBuilds head, and this is the worst release ever, worst product, blah, 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 blah. Like, that's where I'm just at a loss for words, is you know, I just don't get it. All right, takeoff config checked. We're looking good. ECAM is no blue. Park brake goes off. It says nose wheel steering disconnect. But my nose wheel is working. I don't know why that's set. Might be a bug. All right, we're moving. Going to runway 14 left. Holding up the line. Sorry, on my way. Don't mind me. Wait. It's like the okay, GSX definitely bugged out. That's what that was. Trim value for departure 30.3 set, checked. Good. Where you get the livery? On the iniBuilds launcher. Why do you start engine 1? Apparently that's how you're supposed to do things on Airbus now. Engine 1 goes on. Delaying the flight, yeah, like GSX didn't disconnect. It was weird. All right, this is Gulf. We're making our right turn here on Gulf, and then we're going to a left turn on Alpha. Henry, what are you doing over there? I hear you playing with something. Henry. Oh, the joys of having a puppy while trying to stream. Why are they landing on that runway? I guess because winds are variable. Oh, this is going to cause some problems. Hopefully it goes out to Alpha. Of course it will. We've already gone over this, man. I feel like we're just beating a dead horse at this point. iniBuilds doesn't own the rights to the 321 and the 330. That's Microsoft. They made the airplane for Microsoft. They don't have the rights to fix it and to do whatever they want with it. This is a full iniBuilds release. This does not have any Microsoft attachments to them. Yes, it will get fixed, and it will be much quicker than the 321, the 330. I feel like that should just be basic knowledge at this point. We should know that. This is Microsoft 2020. Simon!
Go get some decent stretching materials and enjoy your day off. Cheers for some great content.
Thank you, man. Huge no floaties to you, dude. Thank you very, very much for your support. I truly do appreciate that, Simon. We'll go get some stretching material. I actually have lots beside me. Maybe we'll start a little bit early today. Thank you, man. I really do appreciate you, man. Thank you for the support, Simon. Guys, let's get some love and chat for Simon. Thank you, my friend. Appreciate you, dude. Hey, Cap, just tuned in. How are you? Came in when on the iniBuilds commotion. Good to see you, my friend. Welcome back. I hope you're doing well, man. You want to see my face cam? Okay. Where can you see the optimum flight level in the 350? Uh-oh. Why would you come down this way, man? You literally see that I'm taxiing here to help you because you were down that taxiway, and now you turn down this way and you're coming in this way. Oh boy, man. VATSIM at its finest. How much you want to bet he doesn't brake and he just goes right into me? I love how it is animated fire trucks. That's pretty cool. Oh, now he realizes, so he stops. I don't hear the lighter clicking in the background. Oh, you will when we get to cruise, don't you worry. Camp! Thank you very much for the support, my friend. Appreciate you, dude. So I think people are just tired of releases with issues, not the 350. Even the platform we use is launched with problems twice. Yeah. I feel you, man. I feel you. I really do. I think I'm going to go out and touch some grass or make some snowballs. Be back in a bit. Can you take half a chat with you as well for me? That'd be very kind. I'm just wondering if we'll ever see Cap without sunnies on. No. Won't happen. Unless you go to like Flight Sim Expo or something, then you might see me without him. What are you doing? This guy, man. What airport? This is Kuala Lumpur. Yeah. Kuala Lumpur. You can put exclamation point scenery in chat if you want a direct link to the scenery. Exclamation point scenery in chat. What problems are happening with the 350? There's some WASM crashes going on right now. Eddie! Thanks so much, man, as well. Cam, thank you for your support, my friend. Appreciate you. And we got Eddie coming in with the support as well. Eddie, thank you very much for the $2 donation. Says, Hakuna Matata. It's our problem-free philosophy. Hakuna Matata. It's a good one. Thank you, man. Appreciate you, dude. Eddie the Eagle. When Captain World Flight, there's a video without his shades. Yes, correct. There is a video without my shades on. Cappy, kudos to you for flying this plane and dealing with everyone. It's been a trip, dude. Let me tell you. I can't wait to just hang out tomorrow. Oh, it's going to be a good one, man. Let's just hit the dab pen, shall we, chat? Cap needs a day off. More than ever, my friend. More than ever. That was a big hit. Dab pens for the win. When you arrive in Singapore, do we see the building designed like a ship atop the 3 skyscrapers? We'll see. We'll look for it. You took some edibles this morning? They must not have kicked in yet. You crazy bastard. What's going on with the EFB? Navigraph maps are being weird. We'll just exit that out. There we go. We'll just do that. Navigraph has been having some issues with their data lately. I thought it would have been fixed. What airline is that, by the way, chat? Is that Malaysian? Yeah, it is Malaysian. We don't care about the fights, just take the Phoenix PMG Ini, just enjoy them. That's it. Maybe we will get from this competition better planes. That is it. I mean, listen, with the Phoenix development times, it'll take them 6 years to push out an engine update. So, I mean, you know, say what you will about them both. Listen, man, I enjoy all products. I love the Phoenix. They make fantastic products. I love iniBuilds. They make fantastic products. I love PMDG. They all make fantastic products. I just don't understand why there's the need to throw some shade. That's where I'm just a little bit lost. I just don't understand why there's it just doesn't make sense to me. It doesn't make sense to me why there would be comments from either PMDG or Phoenix. It's just silly. It just adds fuel to the fire, and maybe that's what they're doing. Maybe that's what they want. I don't know. I don't know at this point, man, but it just doesn't make sense to me. It really doesn't. Satvik, welcome in. PMDG is not one to talk. I mean, PMDG still deals with WASM crashes as well all the time. How many times has the PMDG just frozen up on us on flight? And so it just seems very odd. The whole situation, in my opinion, seems very odd. It just doesn't make sense to me why even comment on it. That's where I'm just truly lost for words. It just doesn't make sense. And I have nothing but respect for Amir and Phoenix and, you know, PMDG's entire development team. I have nothing but respect for those guys. I couldn't develop what they develop, but it did. No, he did, Diabetic Lad. He did. Go over to the PMDG forums, man. You'll see it. They did. Do you think the planes that come with the fly-by-wire installer are worth using? Which planes come with it? Can you preset the QNH? You can, yes. Maybe it's elitism kicking in from PMG and Phoenix, given that they make study level and can't bear all the hype surrounding iniBuilds. I don't know, man. I don't know, dude. Either way, it just seems very weird. Hi, buddy. Are you tired of all the talk too? Yeah, poor Henry. He's tired of it too, chat. All right. Kuala Lumpur traffic. Singapore 127 lining up runway 14 left. Kuala Lumpur. Taxi lights to takeoff. Landing lights are on. Wing lights are on. Strobe lights are on. Everything else looks good, friends. Ecam is no blue. We have a weird nose wheel steering disconnect, but don't worry about that. It's fine. It's a GSX bug. Everything is good, chat. I just have been using injection, haven't tried the planes. I mean, the fly-by-wire 320 is good and the 380 is good, especially for freeware aircraft. You have to have a supercomputer to run the 380, but... Oh. Henry's going crazy over here. What are you even doing? This guy. Stream is off and on. Just refresh if you're having problems. Again, no problems on my end. Everything is fine on my end. It's just the YouTube servers being stupid. Haven't had a washroom crash on the 380. Yeah, the 6 years of development probably squashed all those. Jealous or not, it just doesn't make sense, man. Like, I just don't understand. It's just so crazy. I just don't understand why you're fueling the negativity. Like, Flight Sim is just so negative lately, man. It's just been wild. So much negativity surrounding everything. It's crazy, man. And you would think as like CEOs of big development groups that you would understand that and not want to fuel the fire. You know what I mean? A350 question, does it do weird cost index speeds above 30,000 feet? I wonder if it's a mock issue. I don't know. I usually go with a cost index of 5 if I'm going anywhere up. So, negativity sells. I don't know about that one, but I don't know about that one, man. It's just been pretty wild. Pretty wild. Ooh, we got 3. Are those all 350s? 350, 350, 350. Nice. Kuala Lumpur traffic, Singapore 127, departing 14 left. Kuala Lumpur. All right, friends, let's go. Thrustmaster cam is on. Sounds are back up. Let's go flying. Throttles 25%. Good. Slight nose down pressure on the side stick. Good. Let's go flying. Manflex 67 SRS runway auto thrust bleu. Takeoff power is set. Sorry, my rudders are doing weird things on me. Airspeed's alive. .100 knots, we're neutral.
V1.
Rotate. We're flying. Positive rate, gear up. Beauty. Throttles to climb. Good. Wing lights are off. Nose lights are off. Ground spoilers disarmed. Ooh, some turbulence. Let's expand. up. 3:35 in the morning in Singapore. I'll head to bed now. Have a good stream ahead. Keegan, take care, man. Thanks for coming to hang out, dude. Appreciate you. That wind kicked up, blew us off. Apparently the gear noise in the 350 is very loud. I'll have to watch like a real video to see, but... Daft question, but does the Phoenix do V1 call out? I don't think so, no. You can get it in the PMDG aircraft. I don't think it does it in the Phoenix. Could be wrong, but... Alright, 200 knots, flaps clean. Gear noise is very loud, correct. There's a video on YouTube of a 350 cockpit landing in Sólríkt and you'll hear it. Interesting. Anyone know how to fix the load sheet problems? What do you have in British Transport? Are the numbers like not matching up? As long as the passenger count, even if the passenger count doesn't match up, as long as your zero fuel weight matches and that's the number that you're importing into the aircraft, you should be fine. We used GSX, and if you go to our load sheet, you'll see here it says we have 319 passengers, but if you add it up, obviously that's not 319 passengers. As long as your zero fuel weight is set correctly, you'll be fine. Alrighty, 8,000 feet, autopilot 1 is on, good. Bring you guys back up into the flight deck, good. Sweet. Put on the Henry cam. Look at the way this guy is laying down in his bed right now. Absolute madman. Yeah, the PAX count is way off. Correct. Yeah, it doesn't make sense. And again, it's not present in the 24 version, only 2020. Correct. Yeah, a lot of these bugs seem to be happening in 2020. You cannot do a SimBrief import. Did you put your SimBrief username? So you have to come down here and you need to go to options and you need to go to third party and you need to put your SimBrief pilot ID, not your SimBrief username. You have to put your 5 or 6 number pilot ID into there and then that'll work. WASM bugs on both. I mean, I've heard that the WASM bugs are much more prominent and present in the 2020 version. I can't confirm that. I have not flown this on 2024. But judging and speaking to a few people that are using it on 2024, the bugs seem to be much less present. I don't know if that's, again, true or not. Just passing along what I know. Can anyone help you with the 350? We will do our best. Honest question, why does 2020 version have so many more issues? Because this aircraft was originally developed in 2024. This airplane was not going to come out for 2020 until iniBuilds, I don't know if they did an internal poll or they did a poll in their Discord, but they found out that there were still a lot more people using 2020 than 2024. So the decision was made to bring this over to 2020 as well. Had a weird one last night where all the spoilers were on the right side, were stuck up and would not go down. Interesting. Haven't had any of those issues. JR, what's up, man? Good to see you, dude. Curious what keeps me in 2020? The performance in 2024 is absolutely atrocious for me, Nabil. My graphics card just can't keep up, man. Even if I turn the settings to like medium and high, I'm running 99% VRAM. I can't fly into any third-party airports. I can't fly any third-party airplanes. It just absolutely bogs down my system. And I agree, my system is getting a little bit dated. I've got an i9 10900K and a 3080. It's running about 3 years old now. But yeah, the new sim just cripples my system. There's that, and then you've also got the fact of just the compatibility of add-ons just isn't there yet. I have hundreds of airport sceneries that are not compatible. I have so many airplanes in my airplane hangar that are not compatible with 2024. There's just no point, in my opinion, to going over there. Unless you're okay with flying into default apartment building looking airports with atrocious runways and taxiways, then you're probably fine using 2024. But yeah, it's honestly sad how quick tech becomes old. I mean, like, I get it, I understand it, and like I've already mentioned, I am in the process of building a new computer. It is going to happen sooner than later, but you know, I can't just drop everything I'm doing and spend a $6,000, you know, buy a $6,000 PC. As much as I would love to do that, unfortunately, you know, it doesn't necessarily work like that in the real world. So, but I'm working on it, and hopefully we can get better performance in 2024 with the new PC, man. Where in the Discord are all of your settings, out of curiosity? Where in the Discord are all of my settings? Probably in the views and info section. Will the 350 come to Xbox? Yes. I think in a couple of weeks it will. Just curious, is all I recently installed 2024, but a majority of my flights are still on 2020. Yeah, I mean, that's the big reason. Do you think a 5080 has enough VRAM to get 2024 demands? Once they figure out the VRAM bug in 2024, yes, will, which they said that they're aware of and they're present of, but yeah, I would assume that a 5080 could deal with it. I don't know. I haven't tested it myself. I guess we'll only figure it out, but I would hope that a brand new graphics card, you know, considering that Microsoft said the recommended was what did they say, 8 gigs or something like that, or 12 gigs or something was recommended. I would assume that a 16 gig card should be able to handle it, no problem. But we're not going to know till we try it, man. And I'm sorry, but I refuse to spend $3,500 on a 5090. I think that that's absolutely crazy. I most certainly do not have that kind of money to be thrown around. $3,500 for a GPU is out of control. It's wild, man. It's wild. I have a 4080 on Sim Update 1, and there are significant improvements for me on VRAM. Even had quite a few successful PMDG flights. Nice. Well, great news. Great news. To be honest, I have a 13th gen i7 with a 3080 and frame gen mod, and it's doing well. There you go. Yeah, I think, you know, for this sim, because it's so CPU intensive, I really noticed that my 10900 struggles sometimes, especially at like major airports and stuff like that. You know, the 10900 is, what are we, it's 4 or 5 generations out now. So, and it really sucks because the 10900 was significantly faster than the 9900, but the 11900 is incredibly faster than the 10900. It kind of sucks. When I built this PC, I was in between like a, you know, the 10 series from Intel is kind of meh, you know. It does great in every other thing, but the single core performance of like simulators and stuff doesn't do the best. Can I air ambulance Mason? Wait, what? Problem is that it only relies on single core performance. 2020, yes, correct. They're trying to sell an MSI 5090 on Amazon for $6,000. Yep. It's crazy, man. Are the sounds better than the PMDG 777? I think so. They're probably close, but I think so. Still no marketplace, correct. Starcept. Why hasn't Phoenix had an update in like 3 months? I probably don't need an update. I don't know. I feel like their aircraft are pretty good working right now. Do you think Boris could make a sound better? I mean, probably. Boris is a magician, but I think the sound pack is pretty good for this aircraft, to be honest with you. There's some weird sounds going on, like when you put the gear down, the wind rushing in and that stuff, but very happy with my 13900K and 4090. Should last a few years. Yeah, absolutely, Brian. Yeah. Would you recommend Microsoft 2024? Depends what you're looking to do, man. Depends what you're looking to get out of it. Try to disarm the auto brake on landing by pressing the auto thrust disconnect button. Try to disarm auto brake on landing by pressing the auto thrust disconnect button. Why would I do that? I feel like there's a need for more classic aircraft with cockpits that have mixed screens and analog gauges. I guess it depends. There's definitely, I mean, there's always a, I guess it really depends what type of aircraft, right? Like if you're gonna spend years developing an aircraft, I feel like you're gonna want it to be an aircraft that people actually fly and enjoy. But I just don't get the vibe that people want a ton of classic airplanes. I don't know. Could be wrong. And there you go, Furcho. Great news. I mean, here's the thing. With 2024, I get great performance as long as I'm not flying a third-party airport or into a third-party airport or on a third-party airplane. Whatever happened to FT Sim? He's still around. Your plane's being really weird? What's going on? Yeah, of course, Nabil. Yeah, you just press the A brake button to arm the brake to vacate, and then you should see it pop up over here. Should give you the BTV feature. All right, we're coming up to cruise altitude, flight level 250. Looks like we're going to be cruising for all of about 5 minutes, so we're going to hurry up and get everything plugged in. There's cruise, good. And then we'll go to our approach phase and we'll start bugging up some information. I'm going to go 290 on the speed once again. Keep that set at 290. Good. All right, let's plug in some weather information here for Singapore. The winds are 350 at 6. Come down here. 350. 350. Enter at 6. Enter. Outside air temperature is 26 degrees and 1011. 26 degrees. 1011. Good. And our baro minimums on the ILS to left. 222. 222. Enter. Good. Cool. That's all set. And we're looking for descent in 11 miles, friends. Short and sweet these flights are. Short and sweet. And they are actually operated in an A350, which is pretty crazy. I don't know if these are just like super high density routes or something, but need to be above 4,000 feet at 190 knots at Samco. So we're going to bug up 4,000 feet. And we'll let the aircraft deal with the restrictions on the speed. Cool. Top of descent, 8 miles, friends. You put the Barrow in the Q&H? Wait, what? No, I didn't. Q&H is 1011 and minimum's Barrow 222. What are you talking about? That's all set correctly. Didn't the company make a sound pack for the 777 in 2020? No. All right, 2 miles. We'll start our descent. Throw it back into managed mode. Good. What's the flight for tomorrow? There's no flight tomorrow. Next flight is on Saturday, and we're going London Heathrow to San Diego. That one's going to be a big one. Captain, I'm not joking. You have my word. Auto throttle off, and it will disarm. Okay. I mean, isn't it just easier to tap my toe brakes instead of worrying about keybinds and stuff? I don't even think my keybind is set correctly for auto throttle off. How do you use the keyboard? Nicholas, you press left control on your keyboard. So press left control, and then you should see down here, it'll like, once you're clicked into something, if you press left control, it says keyboard input active. Sorry, didn't mean to hit that. It is my stepdad's birthday tomorrow. Yes, correct. I have a family dinner that I need to go to. We're going out to a very swanky Italian restaurant. Want you to day off. He's been 7 days straight. 7 days straight with a 14.5-hour stream in those 7 days as well. It's been, yeah. I think mentally my brain is just no more worky. Seatbelt signs are on. Ground spoilers are armed. Good. We can go and set up our brake to vacate here today, friends. So if you have a quick little look-see here at our charts, we're landing 2 left. I think brake to vacate, we could probably make Whiskey 4. That would make for a short little taxi down Papa Tango and into the ramp. So let's try and hit Whiskey 4. We may even be able to hit Whiskey 5, to be honest with you. Whiskey 4 makes a little bit more sense because, well, no, actually, Whiskey 5. All right, let's try Whiskey 5. So we'll come down here. We'll throw this to plan. Bring this all the way down. It's going to load the airport map. Give it a second. That's why licensed pilots don't do it. Brain overload, correct. Didn't know you're so tech support? Always. And I don't mind doing tech support, man. I really don't. I have no issues with helping people out at all. I always try and do my best to help people out as best as I can. All right, we said Whiskey 5, right, chat? I think is what we said, or did we say Whiskey 4? I think it's Whiskey 5, right? Yeah, Whiskey 5 we'll try and hit. So if you look down here, we're going to hit Whiskey 5. We're going to set to brake to vacate. Beautiful. And there's Whiskey 5 set to brake to vacate. Wonderful. And then you just arm the auto brake right here. And then for it to confirm, you should see right here BTV in blue. And that'll let you know that brake to vacate has been set up correctly. Beautiful. Looks good. Continue our descent down back into Singapore. I've been suffering with hella issues, flickering, shimmerings whenever I look around. Any idea? I'm on 1080p, 165 Hz, 4070 Super with an i9 14900K. Huh. I don't know. I really don't know what would be causing the issues. Like, can you describe flickering? How do you get your CDU to the EFB tablet? You hit this button right here. Capped OIS on center. Turn it on and it'll put everything up here for you. Turn it off and it'll put it back down here. I love having it when I'm flying up right here, because like it's super easy to just go direct to a waypoint or edit something in your descent, whatever it wants to be. It's really cool to set all that up. Are there any good sceneries for Copenhagen? Fly Tampa Copenhagen is fantastic. I'm not quite sure about the 2024 compatibility. You'll have to ask somebody that maybe does have it, but... You flew more than an actual pilot this week? It's been insane, dude. Are you in the Discord server? Oh, sorry, you're not talking to me. Sorry. My screen's shimmering and lines go across my screen when looking around. It happens in every game. I'm thinking about a new monitor, but I'm lost and don't want to waste money. It almost sounds like a GPU issue, to be completely honest with you. It almost sounds like a bad GPU. I would be a little bit concerned. I would do some research on that. What company is the graphics card? If it's doing it on every game, it's not just doing it on Microsoft. It's doing it in every game. Something sounds like... Did you build the PC or did you get it a pre-built? Maybe try reseating the graphics card. Take the graphics card out of the motherboard and put it back in. It could be a bad driver as well. Have you updated the driver on it? There's a lot that it possibly could be. If you use a G-Sync compatible monitor and the FPS is below the normal refresh rate, then your monitor may flicker. Or try that. Turn off G-Sync, or what's NVIDIA? What do they have? Are you running DLSS? It could be that as well. There's so many things it could be. It's a pre-built. I'm wondering if reseating the graphics card would be your best bet. Are you familiar with that? Are you comfortable enough to take the front part of the case off, pull out the graphics card and put it back in? Is that something that you would be comfortable doing? NVIDIA dropped another new driver today. I'm kind of staying away from the NVIDIA drivers for a little bit, man. They've been causing all kinds of problems with the sim and other games and shit. You have no idea how to do that at all? I'm just concerned that you buy a new monitor, because monitors are expensive, especially 165 hertz. You know, those monitors are expensive. I'm just concerned you buy a new monitor and you plug it in and it does the same thing. I don't know. Start with turning off V-Sync or G-Sync. True, yeah. Plug something else into the monitor to see if it has the same issue to rule out the monitor. You could do that as well. Do you have an Xbox or a PlayStation or something that you could plug in and test it? That would be the best bet. At first I thought it was the NVIDIA drivers were causing me issues, but it turns out that it's the 4H2 Windows update causing issues. Interesting. Cap, I had my first WASM crash before top of descent. Uh-oh. Did you change your runway? Yeah, get rid of GeForce Experience and all that bloatware on your computer if you have it. My biggest suggestion, you don't need GeForce Experience. It does more harm than it does good. How hyped are you for the new Battlefield? I mean, Battlefield 2042 was just such a massive letdown that I don't think I can trust the Battlefield franchise. As much as it hurts me to say that, I just don't think I can trust the Battlefield franchise right now. They're going to have to prove it with this next one, that's for sure. Am I excited? I just hope that they understand that if this game is not successful, that is the end of Battlefield. How would you recommend screen recording without GeForce Experience? OBS. Yeah, Flazer, I would try to make sure... Check your NVIDIA settings to make sure that you don't have G-Sync turned on. And then I would uninstall GeForce Experience. I really don't feel that it's needed. dude, Battlefield 3, Battlefield 4, Battlefield 1. I mean, if I'm Battlefield Bad Company 2, if you've been along that long. Battlefield 2 was decent. Yeah, Battlefield's really fallen off. Battlefield 3 was by far the best Battlefield ever created. Battlefield 3 is number 1 for me. Battlefield Bad Company 2 is number 2. And probably Battlefield 1. Those are my top 3 Battlefields. But nothing... Peak Battlefield was Battlefield 3, man. The map design, the character design, the weapons, nothing will beat Battlefield 3. That was by far the best Battlefield ever made. And that's what I'm hoping they can look back on and see what was so successful in Battlefield and kind of recreate that in a modern experience, you know? Peak COD? COD's been trash for 10 years. Peak COD was back in the day on the PS3 or PC, man. When Call of Duty 2 was it? I can't even remember. Oh, Battlefield 1942 was... Dude, I grew up playing that game, Harold. That was, yeah. Hardline was okay. Hardline was just like a Call of Duty-esque, in my opinion. Pardon me, in my opinion. Yeah, Modern Warfare 2, man. The amount of Friday, Saturday nights, Captain Will, Mountain Dew, and Doritos. Back when there was, you know... No issues in life. All your bills were paid. Mom and dad were still paying your cell phone bill. Man, oh man. Those were the days. Your buddy still play PUBG almost daily. Best tactical shooter in my opinion. I've been really, really enjoying Delta Force. Delta Force has kind of taken me back into the FPS genre. I hadn't played an FPS in so long. I was forcing myself to play Call of Duty because I had buddies that played Call of Duty, Black Ops 6, but I wasn't really enjoying my time playing it, to be honest with you. Landing lights are on, 10,000 feet. Speed is good. What runway are we landing on? 2 left. Right, Steven? Cigarettes and monsters. Hey, baby. Back in the day. Zombies with the boys on a Saturday night. Friend's mom bought all the pizza, 2 liters of soda, and a fat array of snacks. Man. Take me back, dude. Take me back. I remember my best buddy growing up in his basement. His dad was a huge gamer. And they had like a 3 PC LAN setup. And obviously they were all connected to the internet. But man, we would go over there Friday nights after school. Man. Incredible. Yeah, the new COD is developed for 11-year-olds with the attention span of a Cocker Spaniel. $20 skins. Mommy, can I have your credit card? A new skin drop for Call of Duty. I want to buy it. It's sad. Honestly, they deserve what they're getting, though, to be completely fair. The problem with Call of Duty 2 is the streamers. That's if it wasn't so streamed and it wasn't so followed, I think that it would be a different ball game. Call of Duty just doesn't care. That's the problem. They know that people will buy the skins. They know that people will, and that's where it's at, man. It doesn't matter how the gameplay is. Did you know you could do short hauls in the 350? Of course. Yeah. Japan does a bunch of them as well. It's not only here in Singapore. Japan, JAL, does a bunch of 350 short ops. Hour and a half. I'm so stuck on what plane to get. I heard mixed emotions about the 350 versus the 777. I think they're both great airplanes, Zircon. I think you'll be happy with either purchase. That's my opinion on it, man. I'm gonna keep it short and sweet. That's my opinion. I'm sticking to it. Put you down. Preload you. Good.
Singapore 17, please report your runway.
Is he talking to me? I think he's talking to someone else. He got Popal as well and have an issue with the 350 where the engines won't start past 1% N1. Have you had this before? No. Are you using the Thrustmaster? You might have your Thrustmaster set incorrectly. Try putting them to start using this manually in the sim instead of using your Thrustmaster hardware. I know that some people have been having issues with like the default hardware positions. Could be cool, Aviation Fanatic. There's an Iberia A359 flying London to Madrid right now. Very cool. Cheeky 350 charter ops and you can fly anywhere. True. Are there any private 350s? There has to be some oil king out there. Oil prince. Who's got one? There has to be. Ever since Air India introduced their A350s, there are a few A350 short hauls in India also. Hey, there you go. Very cool. That could be fun. Remember, guys, if you are enjoying the content, don't forget to hit that subscribe button. Don't forget to smash down that thumbs up button as well. Appreciate y'all being here, man. I know it's been a very long week. It will get better, I promise. It will get better. Using the Thrustmaster by Engine Masters on the Thrustmaster control is the ones in Game 2. Yeah, I'm not sure then. Cam, there's been some few issues here and there. There's a sound glitch that's going on right now. It just kind of popped up out of nowhere. Obviously the WASM issues aren't the best right now either. But I'm hoping that it all gets updated very soon. Alright, localizer is armed. We can arm our approach here as well. Speed is down to 190. We're going to activate our approach mode. Confirm. Thank you. Going to keep an eye on the aircraft here. The localizer, we're not meeting the localizer because we're kind of flying like this and then we intercept. We've got everything armed. We'll just keep an eye on our descent as well right now. Make sure it stays on path. Is there a chance you can send a link to the iniBuilds Discord, as the ones I found on Google say they're expired? Even if you go to like the iniBuilds website, there should be on their website. This is Microsoft 2020. Alright, intercept is down to 3,500 feet. Good. We're going to go flaps 1. Help maintain our 190 knot restriction. Good. Sure, I talked about it, but I just saw the drama today between the devs. Time to stretch. It's crazy, dude. It's crazy, man. I never thought in a million years I would see that type of stuff, dude. In my opinion, it's taken flight sim to a whole new low. That's really all I have to say about it, man. I still love PMDG aircraft. I love Phoenix aircraft. I love iniBuilds aircraft. I never thought I would see the day where the CEO of one of those companies would be talking smack. It's pretty crazy, man. Pretty crazy. Loke Star's captured. Beautiful. Just waiting for Glide Slope. There's Glide Slope Star as well. Beautiful. Captured on both. Looking good. You missed the drama? I don't even want to talk about it, man. It's completely silly. It's absolutely silly. It really is. All right, everybody say bye-bye to Henry. I'm sure we'll see him Saturday for our long haul.
Inbound. ILS 02 left.
Alrighty, waiting for our 2,500 foot call out. Should be happening any moment.
2,500.
There it is. Let's go gear down. Hopefully the sound doesn't go crazy. I'm going to prep for it to go crazy by turning the sounds down. It is going crazy. Flaps 2. What did Phoenix say? Again, just I don't even want to bring any more light to the situation, man. It's just silly. Speed check, flaps 3. And speed check, flaps full. Good. We're hunting down the double butter. We're going for the double butter. I get that sound every time, but no awesome crashes ever. Yeah, I don't know what the sounds... That just started for me yesterday. I haven't had this problem with the sounds up until yesterday. I don't know what happened. I don't know. Any reason you didn't fly the 1000? We're doing it on Saturday. Just wanted to start with the 900, learn all the systems with this, and then yeah, we're flying the we're flying the 1000 variant on Saturday, and probably for the rest of the week. Norm, I'm way too busy to start pulling up chat right now, man. I'm sorry, dude. I'm gonna start the recording. 1,500 feet. Academic Sports. Thanks so much, man. Appreciate you, dude. Huge no floaties to you. A Singapore native. Thank you very much, man. Which flight on Saturday? We're doing London Heathrow to San Diego. My airplane. London Heathrow to San Diego. Right, I'm going to preload. Good. Doop, doop, doop. Double butter, baby. Going for the double butter, chat. Can we make it happen? Or was the last landing a fluke? Let's find out. 1,000 feet. Nice golf course, it is. Imagine golfing there and seeing 350s and 380s just passing over every day. That would be badass. Love to see it. Alright, sounds going away. We'll bring those sounds up now. Why is it so loud? It's a bug. It's going to correct itself. By about 500 feet, it should be completely gone. It's a bug. iniBuilds is aware of it, and hopefully we get a fix sooner than later. 500. Sounds are up. Enjoy the arrival, friends.
400. 300. 100 above. 200. Minimum.
Continue.
100. 50. 40. 30. 20. 10.
Double butter achieved. Nose down gently, reversers are out, decelerating. Beautiful. Double butter confirmed, chat. Brake to vacate's working, reversers are going. 70 knots, reversers stowed. Ladies and gentlemen, welcome down.
Auto brake off.
To Singapore. Beautiful. Has a little bit floaty on that one for sure. But we're taking the floats right now over the smashes. That's for damn sure. Well within the touchdown zone, that's all that matters. Touchdown zone for the win. Alrighty, friends. Well, that was a good day of flying, I would say. Happy with that. Happy with that. Alright, we'll stop the recording as well so we can watch the replay. Beautiful. And we'll clean everything up. Flaps, ground spoilers. God, that wing view is so sexy. That flap sound as well. My goodness. So good. So good. Alright, landing lights are off, nose light to taxi, APU master start switch goes on, and we're going to get ourselves over to Echo 7, where we started the day. Echo 7, no, Singapore, yes, good. Academic Sports, thank you again, man, coming in with support. I don't know if a 3, oh, no, we can, okay, we're good.
Butter. Glad to see my home from the skies. Thanks, Captain.
Huge no floaties to you, Academic. Thank you again for the support, my friend. Appreciate you. I'm glad you were able to tune in and enjoy this one. It was a fun one indeed. Had a lot of fun flying today, guys. A lot of fun. Minus all the, you know, the fun stuff and all the bullshit. Had a lot of fun today. Flying around. I hope you guys did as well. And I hope that we get a beautiful update for this aircraft before our flight on Saturday. Looking good. You forgot the replay. I did not forget the replay. You need to say auto brake off for it to be official. Correct. Auto brake off. I love the voice. It's so like, it's just perfect. It's just perfect. Auto brake off. We want to make a right on Tango. It's going to be our second right. Tango. Cap, does your map work? Like the charts on the screen? No. Hopefully we get an update for that soon. Alright, next right should be Tango. I think. Nope, this isn't Tango. This is Papa 1. We're keeping her going. What's the flight on Saturday? London Heathrow to San Diego. London Heathrow to San Diego. Right turn on Tango. This is where we're going, chat. Look at all the scoop. Swoop or scoop? 787s over there. Heathrow to San Diego. 10.5 hours on Saturday, friends. It's going to be most likely our longest flight we've ever done. It's going to be right up there with Oslo to Vancouver for Cross the Pond a couple years ago. Yeah, we're doing British Airways A350 1000. A350 1000. BA, baby. BA. Did you ever get an issue where the camera bugs out and you can't move it for a minute or two unless you type something in the EFB? No. Can't say I had that issue. Cap, I think auto brake off gentlemen have a German accent. Maybe? I don't know. It almost sounds like AI generated. Auto brake off. The way he says it. Pronounces it so well. Speedbird. Speedbird. Hopefully you guys want to join. For anybody that has this aircraft, Saturday is going to be a lot of fun. If you're looking for something to do on Saturday, please do join us. We will be on VATSIM. London Heathrow to San Diego. About 10.5 hours. Awesome streams, Kyle, and the 350 set a new benchmark for 2020-24. Thanks for sharing your passion, man. Thank you, Paul. Appreciate you being here, man. Thanks so much. Hopefully I'll see you on Saturday for our big long haul, dude. Auto brake off. Alrighty. APU is spooling. Good. Get the nose lights off. Our stand is right here. So we'll get on to the brakes. We'll make a nice little turn in here. Auto brake off. I'm going to be saying that in my sleep now. I'll be cooking some steak for that long haul. Ooh. I might have to stop at the grocery store and pick up some goodies for that long haul as well then. If we're all going to be eating well. Will you upload your camera views for the 1000? Yeah, I'll do that all tonight, Steel. Honestly, what I'm going to do, Steel, is I'm just going to copy mine from the 900 and then set them up properly for the 1000. All the cockpits should be the same. It's really only the wings, the wing views that you'll have to change. Other than that, it'll be fine. Auto brake off. Fuck. shit's going to be stuck in my head, chat. Oh, no. Auto brake off. All right. The VGDS is broken right now. None of them really line up. Ooh. Cathay 350. Enjoy your flight, sir. All right. Park brakes on. Good. Upstairs. APU's on. Bleed's on. Engine number 2 is off. Engine number 1 is off. Beautiful. Seatbelt signs go off. Beacon light goes off. Fuel pumps can all go off. Ladies and gentlemen, with a block time of 1 hour and 6 minutes and a flight time of 39 minutes, welcome back down to Singapore. What a fun one it's been, man. This is really cool, chat. If you want to get to learn the aircraft, this is the route that you should be doing. It's so quick, up and down, and you're there. This is the route that you should be doing if you really want to learn this aircraft. 1, it's real world route, and 2, it's great practice. It kind of keeps you in the mode the entire time. You're constantly thinking about the aircraft, making sure everything's set correctly, your climb performance, cruise, descent, all of that fun stuff. It's really cool. Okay, I'm logging the 1000. Let me know if it's modeled. Wait, what? My views, you mean? Why is my custom cam in the middle of the aircraft? Because you probably didn't follow the instructions on where to put it. My guess is if you're having the issue where your view is in the middle of your airplane, that's because you put it in your community folder. You don't put it in the community folder. Fernando! Thank you, man. Appreciate you, dude. Another 2 bones. Says, thanks again. It was fun. I had a lot of fun today. Minus all the bullshit that's going on in the flight sim community and everything in between. I had fun today. I enjoy flying this airplane. For me, this is something new, and for me, it's something a lot of fun, and it's cool to get to learn a new aircraft. I have basically 0 experience on a 350, so to be able to jump in this aircraft and kind of learn it, as somebody that's been in the flight sim industry for a while, this is what I enjoy doing. This is always fun, you know? It is fun. Tokyo to Osaka, that'd be a good one too. Yeah. Anyone know how to manually input the BTV distance? I have no clue, Erin. You'll have to do some quick math or something like that. Where do you put the aircraft? Well, if you're looking at my views, I posted in my Discord exactly where it has to go. It's up in the Discord, man. All right, we'll let the engine spool up. Flaps should be all the way down full. Ah, they're going now. Good. I missed something, guys. What's happening in the Microsoft community? Don't worry about it, man. Trust me. You're better off not knowing about the bullshit that goes on. What is wrong with the jetways on the 350? I think GSX just needs an update, man. GSX doesn't quite connect to the aircraft. Now, somebody said that they posted a GSX profile in my Discord. Not quite sure where it is, but somebody said they posted a GSX profile in the Discord, so. Academic! Thank you again, my friend. So it's glad to see you love what you're doing, Cap. Huge no floaties to you, man. I'm surprised I've survived 7 days in a row. 7 days in a row with a 14.5-hour stream sprinkled in the middle of that. I don't even know how I'm alive right now, chat, to be honest with you. All right, park brake is off. All of the lights are on. Flaps are... I'm going to disarm those. Flaps are full. Everything's good. Let's hit up the replay, shall we, friends? Let me go ahead and disconnect from VATSIM. Let me go ahead and remove our landing rate, because otherwise it's just going to pop up and give us weird stuff. So we'll remove that. Good. This can get closed as well. Beautiful. All right, let's get to our replay, friends. We'll hit the replay button. Good. Let me pause it here for a second. We'll bring this all the way forward. We can watch it from right about here. Should be good, I think. That should be decent. I'm going to let everything get figured out here for a sec. And then we'll go ahead and trim, start here. Yes, resume. Beautiful. Cool. Let's jump outside. Let's get some sexy views of this landing, shall we, friends? Some nice landing views from outside with our drone camera on the focus mode. Look at that. That looks nice, doesn't it, chat? Cool, friends. That is going to do it for me today. And I really hope you guys have enjoyed the streams over the last week. It's been absolutely insane. The amount of love, the amount of growth that we've had on the channel as well. I mean, I think we've gained like 400 or 500 subscribers. It's been pretty crazy. We are very close to our goal of 80,000 subscribers. It is kind of amazing how close we are. So I want to thank you guys all very, very much for tuning in. To my mods, donators, and sponsors, thank you guys all so much for everything that you do for the channel. Without you guys here, none of this would be possible. And for that, I am forever grateful. So thank you all so much for the support. Man, that was absolutely greasy, chat. Did we see how greasy that was? Oof. That was incredible. To everybody else that cannot donate using a monetary value, but donates with their time, being here, smashing down the thumbs up button, I want to thank you guys just as much. Thank you, everybody, for the continued support of this channel. I'm literally losing my voice. I can feel it. This day off tomorrow is going to feel fantastic, but don't forget, friends, Saturday afternoon, London Heathrow to San Diego. Yep, you're hearing that correctly. London Heathrow to San Diego in an A350 1000. That is going to be a stream you're not going to want to miss, and hopefully many of you can tune in. And again, if you're looking for something cool, come and hang out, man, on Saturday. Do the flight with us. It's going to be crazy, chat. 10.5 hours. It's going to be a special one. With that, auto break off. I'm out of here, guys. Enjoy your Thursday evenings. Enjoy your Friday evening and afternoon. Man, I hope we can land like that on Saturday, chat. If we don't land like that on Saturday, I think I understand what I'm doing now. I think I know what I have to do to successfully land this aircraft. Fingers crossed. I say that now, and then I'll probably absolutely smack it into the ground into San Diego. Now, San Diego is a short runway for a 350, so we're going to have to think about that as well. Maybe we can't go for Supreme Butters on Saturday, but hopefully we can still get a nice smooth approach. Guys, enjoy the replays. Have yourselves a wonderful rest of the week. The next time you see me is Saturday afternoon. Once again, London Heathrow to San Diego. Auto break off. Have fun flying the aircraft. I believe that there is an update planned for the airplane tomorrow. So if you're not having fun flying the aircraft, maybe check out the update that is planned for the aircraft over the next probably 24 to 48 hours. Guys, happy landings. Have fun. Catch y'all on Saturday.